Hey, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to the 198th Comic Card Fans Update. Yeah, two more to the big 200. That's going to be a party. I think we'll have to do some giveaways and some good stuff on that evening. I hope everybody can tune in for that. I think at that point we'll officially have been doing these things for 4 years. But it's good to be back home. As everybody knows, I was away for a week hanging out with my mom for her 85th birthday. But it's hard to get a lot of work done there. But it's been busy since we've been back. I can tell you that I had a package come in. Well, 3 packages actually arrived today with mystery sketches. So we've got a few things to look at later in the show. One of them was from Jiggy, which had about 65 pieces in it. We've got another package that's either arriving tomorrow or on Saturday. So we will do an unboxing on Saturday night with Jiggy. So you'll get to see even more pieces. I think the oversized stuff, the things that weren't 9x12, came in a separate package. So lots of art to look at. 198 and never better. Thank you for that vote of confidence, Marcus. I appreciate that. And good to see my usuals here in the chat. We always appreciate you here at the beginning. I've got I don't have a ton of things to review tonight. This could be one of those shows where we say it's quick, but we do have 65 pieces of art at least to look at and a few other things going on. Oh, that's all right, Seamus. You're allowed to be a minute late. But yeah, so it could be a 2-hour show tonight, but you never know. Once Chris and I start talking about art, we probably will end up being closer to midnight. But yeah, lots of fun stuff going on. This whole weekend is going to be about packing artwork around here, though. We're all prepped and ready to go. Maureen is she actually has been doing a lot of art packing while I was away. She got I think about 24 pieces out in the mail before I got back here. So some people should be happy to be getting their mystery sketches in. I know Josh Flanders posted at least one mystery sketch that he's received. It was very nice from Moritat. So there's a lot of good artwork going to be popping on CAF, I think, after these mystery sketches are revealed. So to start things off, I actually didn't mention this in the email that went out today, but I've got James Igle. He'll be helping me out. We're going to actually go ahead and start doing a little vote again on getting the monthly sketchbook themes figured out, because I'm clearly not doing a good job on those. It takes me like 4 or 5 days to remember that I didn't create one at the first of the month. I got in a bad habit when James was running those last year. So we're gonna have James come in and do that, and we'll entertain you for 10 or 15 minutes. Any preview for the Jamal Igle show? I actually did do that the other week, but I could do that again today, Alberto. Happy to do that. And I can also show you what Bart Sears is bringing, because I don't have his art in hand, but I got his scans sent to me. So I'll have that as well. No Q&A, Marcus, no Q&A. Alberto, do we really need James for the sketchbook? Yes, we absolutely do. Yeah, Rick Welch mentioned that the John C's Ms. Mystic sketch really rocked. And I forget who did that one. Oh, that was Miguel, right? Miguel Mercado did that one. That was fantastic. I mean, it's amazing. You know, sometimes you think that the artists need to go like full on out, draw 100% full figure, and throw some backgrounds in there. And then you see a piece like that Mystic sketch that was posted, and you realize, you know what? Knees up, thighs up, whatever. You know, if the art's good, it's all that you need. And that Ms. Mystic piece, when I saw that, I would have loved to have gotten that. So very, very nice. But James is in the green room here. Let's get him in here. How's it going, James?
Hey. It's kind of like the mafia, man. You try to leave, and it's like the mob. You try to leave, and you get brought right back in.
That's right. Right. We we stopped doing these back in December, and here we are, end of May, and we need your services again to keep the sketchbook themes rolling.
Yeah, but we'll get it done. We'll get it done. But this is going to be the abridged version. Hey, James. Nice X-related art posted today, so appreciate that. All right, Bill.
You've been posting a lot of art lately too, man.
Yeah.
Never ending.
On a tear. Gotta stop.
It's an addiction that we all have.
All right. Well, we're gonna do an abridged sketchbook. So, and because everyone loves it, we're gonna do it via Slido. It wouldn't be with me without it, right?
That's right.
So, couple things. You guys know how this works. Whip out your phones, or whip out whatever device you want, or whip out whatever you want. And you just scan the QR code, or you put in the Slido number at slido.com. And I'll give everyone a few minutes to jump on and get that done. You do it too, Bill.
I am. I almost forgot how to do it, James, but no. Linsner month.
I mean,
yes, you could do that, James. You could have a Linsner month. You know, it'd be a lot of your stuff, but there's a fair amount on it. I don't know how many pieces.
I almost picked up another Linsner off eBay. A guy was selling one from 1991, the Dawn. It was nice. So let me go.
Did somebody else get it?
Well, I was good. I bought David's, and then I was like, you know, I gotta be good. So first thing I'm gonna do is let me start this polling. So let me see, make sure this polling comes up. There it is. So what I did on this one, in the essence of time, I actually pre-populated about 5 or 6 topics. In the future, if you guys have any topic suggestions, just ping me within the month and I'll put them on the poll. So I pre-populated about 5 or 6 topics. They're ranked choice voting. So check everything out. Jump in there and let's see, is it working for anyone? No Captain America categories. Okay, I just didn't see the number of people. So the topics that went with this month is, you know, it's for summer. Movie Deadpool and or Wolverine. My most underviewed art. So this is art that you can pull from your gallery that doesn't have a lot of views that you think people should see, right? Maybe it was missed, maybe it was posted, maybe it's actually just crap, but you think people should look at it more. So there's that category. Alberto's favorite, which is hairy and furry. Travel.
I don't know how you know that, but
oh, you haven't seen his Instagram? It's all hair.
No, I have
not. So you guys vote. What I'm going to do while we vote is I went through and I picked my 4 favorite pieces posted in the sketchbook for last month. So these are kind of just host picks. We're not going to have any contests or anything, but just things I wanted to highlight that I thought really fit the category. And the category last month was villains or heroes with tails. So there's about 55 pieces posted, about 40 of them from Roland Shepard, but I appreciate it. Ronald Shepard, my apologies. So, but just to go through a quick 5, man, you can't have a character with tails without Nightcrawler, right? So we have an Ed McGuinness Nightcrawler that was posted by Steve DeVitch.
David, by the way.
What?
It's David.
I just use the B word with him.
All right.
So, yeah, just thought it looked really, really nice. Fit the character perfect. And it was Ed McGuinness. And there's a nice Ed McGuinness cover with Nightcrawler and Mystique on Comic Link. That's looking really good. So just kind of FYI there. Next, it was a Cerebus by Barry Windsor Smith. This was posted by Rick W. And, that's kind of an easy pick, right? Would you have picked this one, Bill?
Yeah, it'd be in my top 4. That's for sure.
I
wouldn't mind owning it. About Barry Windsor Smith.
I know. Cerebus.
It would be good.
I didn't know he did one.
Not until I saw
Rick
it.
W is Rick Welch? I'm shocked. But it's not. Is it? Oh, no, I don't. Kind of my theme, barely clothed hot chicks.
Good old Ellery.
Yeah. Ellery Santos. That's his John Glassman Garner's gallery. Dark Child, Magic, whatever you want to say. I thought it looked really nice. I really like the fire and brimstone and, demon legs. Hey, Alberto, she's hairy. You might like that. And then the final one, Mark Nelson, Aliens. It's got a tail. Can't go wrong there. So those are my 4 highlights for the sketchbook last month. Pretty cool, huh, Bill?
It is. Hey, I'd like to have all 4 of those in my collection.
100%. Hey, Seamus, that's how the dude spelled it on his entry. So I'm just going to leave it at that.
That's okay. You
That's
got
it.
Mark Nelson's name spelled wrong too, but I wasn't going to point that out. But now, why now? Let's just pile on James right now when he's helping us
Dude,
out.
I'm generating content like right before the show for you, more than just a simple voting. All right. Speaking of simple voting, where are we at?
Only 14 votes.
14 votes. Come on now. Oh, did it
Dino
stop?
does have. Sorry, Josh.
Let me see. Let's go back real quick. I had to do this on.
Is Slido letting you down?
I don't think so. Oop. Give me a sec. I'm going to do these dual screen things. Yes, we're going to keep the polling active.
Still says 14 on mine. I voted.
That's what I need to do right here. There. Slideshow from the beginning. There. We got Bill. We're generating Bill. There's Bill. We got 14. Anyone else? Most unreviewed art.
So we should limit the number of pieces people can post, or they'll just post 50 pieces of their several hundred pieces. I'd say at max of 5. How's that? Max of 5 from your underviewed art.
2.
2, even more. There we go.
Yeah, I mean,
underviewed art, but the theme being what? That it deserves to be viewed.
More views. That piece of art you have in your gallery that you love and you don't know why anyone else has seen it. Like, just post it so people can, appreciate what you feel is unappreciated. So my most unappreciated art or underviewed art. How about that?
That works for me. 2 pieces.
All right.
It's laid down by James. So we'll have to really spell that out for everybody in the.
Yeah. No, if anyone breaks the rules, they're kicked out of CAF. But no hard and fast rules.
Okay, that can work.
All right. Well, Mr. Cox, enjoy the rest of your show. Thanks for having me on, and I promise to be a short segment.
That's appreciated, James. I do. I needed the help, so we have got my underviewed art as the June theme. I'm writing it down. I'll have it set up for tomorrow. Perfect. Right. Thanks, James.
Have a great show, sir.
I will. All righty. Everybody say goodbye to James. There he goes. All right. All right. Thanks, James. Yeah, well, that'll be an interesting month of underviewed or underappreciated artworks in your CAF gallery. I mean, I think we all have them, right? I mean, I can look back on stuff that I posted over 10 years ago and wonder why, it hasn't even hit 100 views yet. It just happens. You pick a bad day, and the next thing you know, your artwork is never seen again. Peter Rose saying the unsung work by James. Absolutely. So rules you can't submit that you can submit older pieces. Yeah, exactly, James. Something that you've already added to your CAF gallery that you don't feel has gotten the views that it deserves. How's that? Something along those lines. Stingray. I'm sure there are other people looking at your stuff other than Marcus, but I can tell you it's back, back to the app. Every time I go into that thing, it's like, I don't think I miss anything anymore. Although I know I've got to flag a few pieces and get them removed. People haven't gotten the memo about using their CAF gallery as a place to promote their art sales. Like I saw somebody post a couple images from their comic link auctions that are ending. I swear there was somebody else who did that earlier, and I saw them through the app, and then I forgot to. But I can't remove artwork from the app. I have to actually go back to the site, and I keep forgetting to do that. But everybody, please do not use your CAF gallery as a PR place for your auctions. If you want to, do it on your Facebook groups and all that stuff. Do it in the CAF forum for sale artwork. Do not put those things in your CAF gallery because we're just going to end up having to remove them. So if you're in the chat and you're one of those people who did that, eventually in the next day or two, I'll be sure to remove them. But it'd be easier if we didn't have to police the site like that. Photos, okay. Although it'd be nice if we had a social component where photographs from people going to the shows or everything would be kind of set aside in a different area. Might be something to do at some point in the future. Now that we have an app, put them on Discord, says Chris Snorik. Exactly. Put them anywhere, but in your CAF gallery. Exactly. We need we have to follow these rules, or CAF will just end up being this gigantic classified ad, more so than it already is, right? So anyway, but it is funny. I mean, I literally don't miss any of those things anymore, thanks to the app. So we've got, like, speaking of the app, I'll just talk a little bit more about it because I think it's turning out great. We still have a lot of work to do on it if we're going to hit our deadlines and things, but we did get the search functionality put in there recently. One of the cool things is that there's no place on CAF where you can actually literally scroll through all 1.2 million artworks if you wanted. Well, we've got the speed down to a point where we can literally see and look at anything on CAF or everything if you really wanted to spend days scrolling through CAF. So it's pretty neat like that. How do we sign up for the beta test? Well, we don't have a sign up yet. We will probably be approaching some folks that we trust for their opinions on that. Again, there's just a few elements to the app that we need to get added in there. Nothing too crazy, but but right now you can browse all new. You can search everything. You can manage your CAF gallery, profile. The things that we need to get integrated in there are the CAF mailbox. And we actually, although it seems like that might have been a place to start, we actually haven't gotten to the point where you can actually go to see your gallery room. You can search all your artwork, but once the gallery room is done, I think at that point, that's when we can actually have people start beta testing it, because the whole app is all focused on art in your gallery. So browsing CAF for the artwork in people's galleries, not, we're not going to put the classifieds in there, dealer for sale, anything like that in version 1. It's all about browsing your CAF. Sorry, sexy Cyclops. There's probably a hit or two on that one, Samuel. I would. I'm not even going to do it because I don't want to know how many hits we might get for that. But at any rate, that's where we're at. I think we've got. I know that Maureen and the app developer had a few emails today. I still think we're probably a couple weeks away before we would have a few beta testers poke at it a little bit. But as I was reminded the other day, you only get one chance to get it right. So we're not going to roll it out until we're happy with how it's where we want to be for that version 1. So we're close and it's looking good, but we've got a ways to go. Let's see, what do we got? I like seeing all the new art that gets posted, even when the spam post. I know Rob T, and I get it, but we'll work out the spam stuff. I think anyway, I won't go there. But anyways, the app is looking good, and I wish I could show you. If I had a second camera, one of these days I'm going to work it out where I have like an overhead camera, and then I could literally lay the phone down and kind of fiddle around with stuff. I have not used it. Does it have a dark mode? Goo, if you like dark mode, it does have a dark mode. I'm not too fond of it, but I know, I always kind of cringe when I see other people's YouTube pages, even on their web browser, and they're using dark mode. But I don't know. I've just never been a fan. But yes, not that you'll be able to see a lot when I hold up my phone, but I can show you what dark mode looks like versus a all white background. Let's see here. Yeah, I guess I can show it to you from. So here is this is my dashboard. So looks a lot like Facebook, right? Actually shows you the number of followers. It gives you a little preview of their avatars and things. Gives you some stats. If I switch it over to dark mode, very simply, it's already on dark mode. Boom, there you go. So I know you can't read it because it's the focus off of that my camera, but you can see on the landing page we kind of show recent galleries and then the artwork there, but it's all, I guess it doesn't look terrible in dark mode. At any rate, that's where we're at. It's close, very close. Can you swipe right? You can swipe left to close stuff. Not that you can see that, but if I want to click on this Cancor piece from Tyler T, which you can't see, yes, you can just, there it goes, slide it, and then it slides off. So but no sliding right, not yet anyway. I'm not going to search for the sexy Cyclops after dark to see how many pieces come back from that. No, Jason, we're not going to go there either. But either way, it's good for those of us. All right, yeah, Josh, I get it. I get it. I'm looking at it now, and I actually don't hate it. It does actually kind of look. It's all right in dark mode. But that was the thing when we were looking at just templates and things. I tried to find something that was very clean, where the font was really easy to read, and I did at the time when we decided on this. I wasn't really sure we were going to go with the dark mode option, but it was built right into the template, so it was unavoidable to not have it. I will try to embrace the dark side, but yeah, it's pretty cool. It functions now like I was telling you guys, where it has the search function is actually built into the new art page in a way. When you go to it, you can essentially just close the new art filter and you're filtering on all. You can search from there, or do your sort bys, multi-select your mediums and art types and all of that. And yes, your Cancor piece, Tyler. And why was that on there? Because on the dashboard, that scrolling list that you really couldn't see very well, that's artwork from my watched gallery. So anybody whose gallery who I watch, all of that is easily viewable when you land on the dashboard. And right now, the default page for anybody who's logging in to this gets sent to the dashboard. So the more people you follow or watch, the more artwork you're going to have to view on your dashboard. So, and I can see it right here. I know Alberto's avatar. He's one of the people following me. I see Tatiana's avatar. I see Malcolm Bourne's. So yeah, it's kind of cool. But I'll tell you, and I'm sure there are many of you who follow this kind of stuff, but I don't. But the one thing that was kind of interesting was that landing on my dashboard all the time, I got to see how many people watched my gallery. And when we got this page in on the app, I had, I think, like 126 people watching my gallery. And it was kind of cool. I'd see it. It went to 127, it went to 128, it went to 129. And then sadly, 2 days ago, somebody stopped watching my gallery. It went back down to 128. So I don't know which one of you guys or gals that it was, but I'm disappointed that my number went down. It's not supposed to do that, right? You want to keep growing your watch list. So it is what it is. I don't watch your calf gallery. Is that true? It might be. I don't watch enough galleries, but the thing is, it's going to be so easy to watch galleries going forward. Again, back with the app. When you land on a person's gallery room, there's going to be just an easy click button to watch the gallery. It will be it'll almost be too easy. It could be someone whose premium has lapsed. Yeah, that is absolutely right, Mikhail. I didn't even think about it like that. So somebody didn't intentionally stop following me. They just didn't pay for their premium membership. That is possible. But at any rate, that was one of the things that but I thought it was cool. I started watching it, and it felt like I was accomplishing something when the number was increasing. So anyway, so let's see what else I got here. I actually got a package in the mail, and this one came from our good friend, #1 Marvel fan. We were talking about what were we talking about? I think it was like 3 weeks ago. We might have talked about the artist editions and how I don't have enough of them. And Tom shot me a message after the show and asked me about the Jack Kirby's. What was it? This was from the Marvel Heroes and Monsters artist edition. And he asked me if I had it, and I said that I didn't. And now I am the proud owner of one of these. It is. I always forget how huge these things are. Look at that thing. Now that is going to be a twice up majestic reading once I get it out of the plastic. But Tom, thank you so much, man. I love these, and I especially love Kirby. So this is going to be a good read. This will be required for everybody in the family to go through and look at this book once I've had first pass at it. But I really appreciate it, man. This is a gift that I cherish. I think I don't buy enough of these. I've picked up a few over time, but yeah, I love this one. It is huge. It's not gonna fit on my bookshelf, I can tell you that. So yeah, thank you, Tom. It is like a monster. But yeah, I'm gonna look through that tonight. Cap front and center, Alberto, of course. Absolutely. Now, see, I've got a lot of stuff to go on here. Now, here's the thing. We were going to do a mystery sketch reveal on Saturday because originally the DHL packages from Jiggy were both arriving on Friday or potentially on Saturday. But as fate would have it, one of the packages arrived today. And so unfortunately, Jiggy is under the weather, so he couldn't join me. So I'm just going to kind of go through these as quickly as possible because there are 60 of them, so we're not going to linger too long on them. Maureen is anxiously awaiting. I'm sure she isn't watching, but if she were, the moment we were done with these, she would actually come in here and take them from me because she wants to start packing these things up. But yeah, we got a lot here, and the good thing is, good or bad, I don't know. Jiggy ended up with a fair number of these, and so what we worked out a system where he actually put in basically a shipping label or a packing slip, I should say, with the art. So it made it a lot easier for me to match things up. I mean, in the past, there would only be one gambit, right? But there's probably multiple gambits in all of these. And let's see here. So we're going to take a look at this. I know who got this one because this gentleman also won one of the giveaways. So this is by Dex. So we got a gambit right there. Very, very nice. I've got to move these around. Boy, that's the one thing I didn't think about was having desk space here. Yeah, we got a lot of good ones in here. Another one by Dex. And look at that. That is awesome as well. Spider Punk. Very, very nice. Oh, got JP here. Look at that one. That's like a postcard. So that's the one he was working on when we had the Friday night show, right? Yeah. Wow. That turned out fantastic. And let's see, I think when Jiggy gets these all, bring the thing. I don't know who got yours, man. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I think we saw this one in process as well. That Muppets piece. Look at that. That is pretty dang cool. And I have a feeling that there's only one person that would have requested this, so they know which one is theirs. And we've got another one by JP. This one is a Peanuts related piece. There you go. It's got a little Schultz vibe going on there with this one. James Dornoff said that last piece by JP was cover quality. It really is. Oh, this came out really nice. Yeah, this just like a lot of JP's stuff. I mean, he's great with marketing, right? But this thing should be on a T-shirt. Pretty sure I know who got that one. Wendigo. Look at that. That's awesome. All right, what else we got here? We got another JP. Bruce. There we go. I think we saw that. Was he working on that one during the show? I think so. During our preview sketch night Friday before the May Comic Art Live. And I'll tell you, the final count in sketches for the mystery sketch was 268. We were able to deliver just over $50,000 to comic artists thanks to this. So I can't tell you how much we appreciate the support of mystery sketches. This was an outstanding success, and I'm just really proud of the fact that we're able to put that much money into the artist's hands that we love. And here's another one by JP, of course. I think he teased this one. Maybe it was just getting started during the show. That one came out really good too. Robbie and Moore. I'm thinking, is this? Well, let's see. Is that? I don't know if that is not Red Sonja, but so I'm not who that sure. Well, wait a minute. I have the packing slip. I should be able to say who this is. Let's see. Where is it? Not Robbie, John Moore. I'm sorry. This is Rainy the Witch. Not familiar with who that character is. Rainy the Witch, but that's who that is. If everything's in the proper order, then let's see here. This is where is that one from, John? Man, they're all over the place. Okay, so they're not in perfect order, but I have to show this one off. So we got that one as well. Yeah, this is a little. Well, the order is close. It's not perfect though. That's a very nice one again with John. Oh, and then this is the one we saw him working on, and I think we know whose Red Sonja this is. This is the finished Red Sonja. Very, very nice. And another one from John. And that's another gaming character. I forget which that one was. Maybe that one's Rainy the Witch. See, that's why I'm thinking my list is out of order. But we'll get there. We'll get there. And a Michonne. I think he showed us that one during our mystery sketch kickoff party. That came out really well this time. Let's see. And man, John was busy. John got a lot. Let's see. See, I can't tell who this character is, but it looks like a gaming related character. Plenty of zipatone on that. Let's see. It says Vinan. Vinan, is that what it is on the back? Can't tell. Vinan Ravendraw. I don't know. That could be something totally unrelated to this piece. Yeah, I think he showed us this one during the show. Oh, that was for the, that's the, oh, I got it. That's who's getting the piece. Now I see. He's got, all right. This is Drizzt. This one will be going to Minnesota, actually, very soon. Nicely done by John. And one more. Let's see. Oh, okay. This one's going along. So this is going to somebody in the UK, actually. Look, you get two characters on that one. The request was strictly Lizard from Spider-Man. So you got Spider-Man in there as well. Perfect. All right. Well, that's bag number one. Put that over there. Put the packing slip so Maureen doesn't kill me. Let's see. Already you can tell we got a nice Savage Land Rogue to welcome us into this one. They could be like that. You're absolutely right, Samuel. Colin. All right. The Spider Queen approves that one. All right. Okay. Let's get to bag two. And let's see. This one is by Rex. So the Savage Land Rogue is by Rex. There we go. This one's going. Where's that going? This one's going to, man, another international order. This one's going to Canada. So we got that one. Then next up is this is by why is that written like that? Well, it's by Kajo, but this is a death piece, of course. Very, very nicely done. Lots of line work there in the top spot above her head. Oh, and then we have a silk piece, also by Kajo. Get back a little bit there. How's that? Better. Edge to edge, as we like to say. Then let's see. Where are we going? Okay, so we got some pieces by Harvey. Wow. That's Elric, of course. Fantastic. I mean, look at all those skulls in there, man. Yeah. This would not be on my wall, but it is a beautiful piece. Harvey does great work, and it's almost like a Kelly Jones inspired Batman by Harvey as well. Not too shabby. All right, so then we're switching over to Dexter Wee. We got a Savage Land Rogue, full color. I'm sorry, I'm not watching the chat. Marcus did scream Jones. It did. I'm telling you, it had a little Jones feel to it, didn't it? And I agree with Remy. Jiggy's crew is very talented. We're very fortunate to be working with him as much as we do. We got a She-Hulk here. This one's, where's this one going? Oh, this is going to where I was just not 3 or 4 days ago. It's going back to Columbus, Ohio. Very nice. And Kitty and Lockheed here. So let's see, where's that one going? This one's going to California. Not too bad. Another piece by Dex. And we did see this one. This was one of the first ones that was done that we got a preview of. So we got Cyborg Superman here. And then we have a classic Superman. Where's that one going? Oh, well, I know who got that one. You'd have to guess. But this one's going to Pennsylvania. And actually, it was an open-ended question to the artist saying, favorite DC character of choice. And there, and then one more there. We got another. Is that the last one from Dex? No, we got one more. And Tiger on this one, going to Colorado. Yes, Fleischer. You got that right. And then, wait a minute. Is this? I think this is. Let's see. All right. This was the piece that was done for my daughter Emma because she commissioned Dexter Wheaton. I have no idea who this character is, but I think that my daughter's going to be very happy with the way this turned out. So she commissioned Dexter through the Comic Art Live show, and I'm glad she picked Dexter. His stuff, it's very impressive, and she's going to be happy. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. It's a good point, Tina. But we're always expanding and learning about new artists. So it's always, there's definitely. I mean, well, yeah, I can't play favorites. So let's see this one. Let's see who it's going to because I forget the name of the character. Oh, this is Typewriter Mary. I'm sorry. Yeah, and this one's going to Canada. Another Canadian order. I know we saw that one before, but come on, that should be a cover. And so should this. This is Elvin, by the way, on both of these. And wow, that one. Where's that one going? Black Cat's going to California. And actually, I know when we ship this out, I have another piece going to the same gentleman. So I guess we'll have both of those in the same package. And then let's see, this one's going to Greg. Where's Greg in here? Yeah, this one is going to end up being close to Colin, going to Reading, Massachusetts, and that's magic, of course. Very nicely done. And all these are fantastic. And then we did see this one. I remember. I think this was on Jiggy's phone. Look at that. That came out pretty dang good. Doggone it. Warlock again, and this one's where's this one ending up? Staying in California. So get this. Always putting in a lot of. How many characters we get in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got that right. 9 characters. Yeah. I know the gentleman who's getting this one, and I think that they are going to be very, very, very happy. So yeah, wow. So there you go. That's package number 2. That was. Yeah, but that should give everybody ideas, right? If you want to commission any of these artists, that's kind of part of the reason we do these. So you get exposed to a lot of different artists, and you get to potentially look them for some other work of the year after. Let's see. Next up, where are we starting here? Oh, that's right. Ed Taddeo. So let's see here. Let's see, how many did Ed get? Looks like Ed got 6. Not too bad. So a Red Sonja. I wonder who got that one. Alberto. I think this might be one of yours. And I know Alberto's got. I have a. Gosh, I don't even know how many pieces are going to be in the package we're putting together for Alberto. But I know I did get the 3-piece. You got the Iron Man free. The giveaway that you got from Bob Layton will be in there. Then next up, yeah, these are all from Ed. Getting them in order here. They're a little out of order in my list, but a Jean Grey. Very nicely done again. Nice tonal work with the brush work here from Ed. And a Magic. Where's this one going? This one is going to California. And not to the Donnellys. For those who are curious. Really nice. And a Lara Croft. Somebody's into the gaming art. Not sure where's that one going. Tomb Raider. Oh, I know where that one's going. Okay. Very good. And all right. Wait, yeah, it's kind of cool getting to see the artist get to do this many pieces. So this is actually was commissioned by the same person who did the other Black Cat. So 2 really nice pieces, and I guess I'll be able to. I guess we'll be able to ship all 3 of those together. I think, unless the other one already was shipped out. And then I know we all saw this one. I don't know if Judy had it on his phone or whatnot, but a awesome Savage Land Rogue again from Ed Tavio. This one's going to Texas. All right, now moving to, looks like Von Randall, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, Von Randall. This one is going, I've already know I've seen this gentleman's name before. They must have bought multiples. I never paid too close attention to that. Yeah, this is going to Reading, Mass as well. So this person got lucky and got 2 of Next Comic Arts crew. This is Kate Bishop. And look at that. That's just beautiful. Yeah, so I got Vaughn was on the short list when Emma asked me who she should commission. So she still went. She still did well. Nice Spidey here by Vaughn. That one's, wow, that's actually going pretty close to me in Lakeland, Florida. And another one by Vaughn. I mean, you cannot go wrong here. So this is just making sure you had Deathbird, right? Yes, Deathbird going to the UK. Doggone, that's nice. And then a Moon Knight by Von Randall as well. Oh, this one is going to Connecticut. I think I saw this gentleman in the audience earlier. That's really nice. Congrats on your Moon Knight. And a Thunderbird too. Oh, that's cool. See, I haven't seen a lot of these, so this is I'm getting to view them all for the first time, just like you guys. And this one's going to Illinois. Who got the Lady Mandarin? You mean the Deathbird one? Is that what you mean? Who got the Deathbird? I'm assuming that's the one you meant. Somebody in the UK got that one. Warpath. All right, who's next here? So we've got this is, yeah, definitely not in the right order, but I do remember this piece. I know that the good thing is Jiggy has written the name of the recipients on all of the backs, so this will be easy. I'm pretty sure we saw this one, Judge Dredd, and I think it's Steph in this one. Can't see on the list here, because that's why I think these are out of order. Jiggy, because this is Mark Torres, and Mark Torres is not on this list. He's on the next list, I bet you. That might. And yep. So there we go. We saw that one already. I think when Jiggy and I were on during the charity fundraiser we did. And we got another one by Mark at Daredevil. Another good one. And now this is by Roy Mercado. And oh, it's a Red Sonja. And I think we know who's going to get that one. That came out really nice. Really, really nice. And another one by Roy. All right. Like that. You got the nice shadow of the Batman in it as well. And the request on this one was a sexy. See, they can be in the request too. Sexy Catwoman. That's kind of revealing. That zipper is probably a little lower than it should be, but very nicely done by Roy. All right. Now, what was I got to see what the request was on this before. All right. That's well, this is exactly what they got. The request on this one, believe it or not, was just Deadpool. The Weapon X inverse colors, goofy, silly. Deadpool is the best. Was the request, and wow, this is going all the way to Australia, mate. But I think they got a little bit more than they were asking for. That came out really, really great. Yeah, that is a good one. I think that they'll be very happy. I remember emailing with this gentleman because we were trying to figure out what the rates might be to Australia for the mystery sketches, and I think that was the only order that we got from Australia in all of this. So we got a Gambit. Request on here was Jim Lee style, and yeah, got the right one. Yes, I do. So not too bad. I'd say he got the Jim Lee style there. And Remy says, not a single one of these feels like they didn't go above and beyond. Yep, exactly. I mean, they take it seriously. They Next Comic Art has been with us since we started these, and they've always overachieved. They know the value of doing good work because the number of eyeballs that gets put on these. And so here we go. The Supergirl from the Flash movie. You got that costume pretty right. As I did see the Flash movie, and I enjoyed it, contrary to a lot of people who like DC stuff. I don't, and I enjoyed this movie a lot. So there you go. This one again from Roy. Yeah, that's interesting. He has a couple pieces in here that aren't in the spreadsheet. I'll have to make sure Maureen knows about that. But it won't be hard to match them up. All right, one more to go. And I see Alberto's name on one of these already, written on the back. So, will it be a cap, or will it be a Red Sox? You will find out. It will be on the bottom. Tim wants to know, what do I use for shipping internationally? It really just kind of depends on the cost. Every place has a little bit different. I don't use FedEx, mostly just because we don't really have a nearby FedEx here in Central Florida where I'm at. So I typically use USPS, or I will use UPS as well. So one or the other. And Tim, I think yours is being shipped to California, if I'm not mistaken, right? At least that was what was on the PayPal order. Now, first up, is this right? Because this is a Robbie piece. Yeah, this was requested by Gwen, my Gwen. And she had asked for Doctor Strange in the style of the Marvel movies. And look at that. Pretty amazing. I think Gwen just popped into the studio because she's uploading some videos. So there you go, Gwen. You didn't get to look at this before, but now you can. There's your piece by Mr. Robbie Amore. I mean, it couldn't have been assigned to a more appropriate artist, I think, to get the likeness. So congrats to my daughter, Gwen. She chose wisely and got assigned wisely too. So thank you, Robbie. That one's fantastic. Let's see. What do we got here? All right. So another one by Robbie. This is a very nicely done Harley Quinn. Did they actually? Yeah, they said Margot Robbie version. And yeah, I know who's getting this one. This is a regular around our chat, and haven't had him on the shows in a while. But yeah, congrats to this gentleman. I host his website, so that's a good one. Put that over there. All right, what do we got next? Another one by Robbie, with a little extra color in there for some flair. That turned out really nice. And let's see, how many of these did Robbie get? Looks like Robbie got about 6 of these too. So this was the Ileana version of Magic, and this one is going to Virginia. All right. All right. This one came out pretty good. Did they actually ask? Yeah. Boy. Well, I guess when likenesses are required, and as you know, that with Next Comic Art, they basically do a lottery. The lists come in, and Jiggy pulls as many people as are willing to get in on a Zoom call at one time, and they basically share the list, and people kind of pick round robin on which pieces they'll get. So we've got another one here by Robbie, and it's the Eartha Kitt version of Catwoman. And I think this gentleman knows who got this one. Yes, they are in the chat as well. Okay, draft, not a lottery. I'm sorry, you're right. Draft. I'm sorry, man. Thank you, Jason. See, where's my wingman to correct me live? And yes, wow is right, Josh. Now we got Scarlet Witch. Now they didn't ask for a movie version or not, but that is what they got. And Robbie did a great job on this one as well. And oh, we got a little bit more color in this one. We got a Darth Vader. And let's see, where's this one going? Oh, going to the same person who got the Scarlet Witch, as a matter of fact. Oh, they got two by the same artist. I don't think they'll be disappointed. That came out really good. Like the red lighting effects there. That's good. And I think that's all colored pencil. Oh, Sherry says thank you. Awesome. And let's see. Here we go. Another one by Robbie. Is this the last one? Yeah, this is the last one by Robbie. Who's that going to? Oh, okay, cool. Very nice. All right, getting down to the last couple here. And all right, now why is this? No, this is Kim, right? Yeah, I think that's Kim. Let me see. Oh yeah. All right, this was a artist choice for Star Wars, and it's Kim Jacinto, and I know this gentleman is in the chat. So that one came out really nice. I think we saw this one during the fundraiser we did as well. Is the lighting good on that? I guess that's there. But it came out pretty good. General Grievous. And another one by Kim. And I think this is a gaming character. And let me see, just to make sure, Taylor. Go to Taylor. Yeah, this is a character called Wind Ranger from Dota 2. All right. This one's going to New York. It's very beautiful. All right. And all right, where's the signature on this one? Oh, Luigi. Yeah, it's Luigi. And we have a Red Sonja slicing up a lot of tentacles. So yeah, this one's where is this one going? Well, we know where this one's going. Another Red Sonja. They can't all be caps. That came out good. And next up we have a Spawn. Okay. And again by Kim. Or not Kim, I'm sorry, Luigi. All right, starting to blur together for everybody. Sorry. But another nice piece. And I think the last set is all by Mr. Julius Abrera. So we have a Zealot, right? I think there's a 90s fan who might have been on the show last night that might be the gentleman who's getting this piece, or maybe not. But yeah, it turned out pretty good. Number one Marvel fan says, didn't see anything that you picked. I swear I've seen something of yours. Might have been in one of the other packages I got. I'll have to double check. I thought we got something for you, Tom. Wow, that came out really good. Oh, look at that. Julius Abrera, Invincible. Not too shabby. This one is going to someone in the chat in New York. So I think that they know who that one is. That one turned out really nice. And oh, okay, got a Wonder Man. Julius did really great on these. I do think he's been in. I think he was in the first mystery sketch we did, but he's certainly been in the last couple. You definitely see his style getting defined a lot better, and yeah, I think it shows he's gotten very confident with his skills. That came out pretty nice. And where's that one going? That one is going to California. And oh, another Kitty Pride. Gotta have the little dragon with her too, of course. And another one by Julius. This one's going to Maryland. And I sense a theme here on that one. This is a Red Sonja, and she's battling tentacles again. Either they're sharing notes, or that's the tentacles are the theme with Red Sonja, at least in this batch here. So another one by Julius, and it's a winner. Very good. All right. Well, there you go. I think we just got through 65 because she has a big sword. She's got to use something. She got to cleave to something with that, right, Jason? 3 Kitty Prides. What do we have? Do we have a couple of Savage Land Rogues in there? A couple of Black Cats. So yeah, that's all good stuff right there. So thank you. Next comic card. One more package to go. Like I said, I think the next package that we get is going to be the oversized artwork, because all of that was 9x12. Nothing out of the ordinary size wise in there. I think you're right, Alberto. 4 or 5, and I know I've got a package that has at least 2 more in it, plus the Iron Man. So you definitely have a fair number of things coming in. Now, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here because I did get a few other things in from artists where they were sending me their scans, because these were artists that were mailing the pieces out for us. So I thought it would be good to share some of these with you. And let's see. So Joe Dragunis has he had 4 that he picked up. So here is a Plastic Man by Joe. And if you're familiar with Joe's work, I mean, this is it's exactly what you'd expect from him. Very ornate. He has that fun kind of chiseled woodcut, linoleum kind of cut print style. And this came out pretty nice. I don't think you're going to see another Plastic Man look quite like that. What else we got here? We have a Death Dealer. And again, it may look simple, but he puts in a lot of work on the inking here. And let's see, Remy, yeah, you should jump in next time. So this is mine. Remember, I think I showed this off just as line art. So he got the I think I only asked for 1 Thor, since Maureen and the girls all got 1 each. I think did I get 2 requests? Yeah, I got the Wolverine and I got this one, and I actually had 1 other one. So we ended up buying 6 this time. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm looking forward to getting that one in the mail. And let's see. And we have a Medusa with some fair amount of zip on this one and a lot of hair. So very nice by Joe. Joe's a good guy. He'll be at Heroes for those of you who are going. Definitely say hi to him. I really like his work. He was at OAX, of course. Caleb Addy. Caleb was a late addition. I know a few people who got, because the artwork got received by them, and they were like, "Did Caleb do mystery sketches?" Because they didn't remember he was on the list, and he actually got added. I want to say he got added on the 10th. I mean, he was he was somebody that Casper had reached out to. We've been seeing a lot of Caleb's work pop up on CAF, and it was we're definitely all about trying to promote new artists whose work we think people should know more about. So Caleb took on 4 of these, and I can highlight these. So you got an Emma Frost, and I know that Tyler T, who always seems to discover a lot of these artists before the rest of us, he had a nice Wolverine commission posted to his CAF recently. So we got an Emma Frost, and a Psylocke. Yeah, I just like, his style is just really nice, very clean, and dirty all at the same time. Look at that. Yeah, James Dornoff. Wow. I know what you mean. Yeah, Dragunis was at OAX, believe it or not. He chauffeured Mike Berkey's art down from PA. So yeah, I believe Joe will probably be back next year since he's probably going to be driving Albert and Mike's artwork to OAX next year. And let's see here. Then we have a Wolverine. Lots of blood splatter going on there. And then this one, I put this one in the mailing. I thought it was cool. If you're, again, I like Caleb's work a lot, and I thought this Doctor Strange came out really, really well. Yeah, can't. Yeah, no straight claws in that one, or was it straight claws? I don't know. I didn't really even look. Yeah, I guess they're kind of straight. We can go with straight for that. But yeah, Doctor Strange turned out fantastic. So thank you to Caleb, and I'm forgetting the name of the studio that he works with. The Legacy Studio. That's right. Is the name of his art agent group. I think they're fairly new, and apparently the owners of the Legacy Group were at OAX. Although I don't think I met them, so I don't know how that happened. But they're going to attend next year. What else we got here? Oh, Andy and Veronica. That's right. I forgot about that. So both of them got 3 each, and we actually had a mailing snafu with them. But we got it all fixed out, and everything's all worked out. I don't know if the art got to the right places or not, but we had one person get one person's piece and another. But it's all good because both pieces are fantastic. So let me see here. We've got a death piece by Veronica, and I love Veronica's work. That's beautiful. She I got a couple pieces from her prior to OAX, some published stuff. But yeah, she's somebody I'd love to commission to, and they always do really well at Comic Art Live. I don't know how many commissions they sold, but I know they sold out a couple of the sizes and everything. So this one turned out great from Veronica and Elsa. So somebody who definitely loves the Disney flicks will be very happy with this piece. Perfect choice with the blue there, and she did a great job on the character. And I agree with you, Josh. You can't have enough artwork from Veronica. And Corey says the Elsa is my daughter's got in the mail a while ago. Oh, Corey, well, congrats. I hope your daughter was pleased with that one. And this one was called Pelisay. I'm not familiar with the character. I remember I had to look it up when I saw it because the name, because I wasn't familiar with it. But again, a really, really nice piece. Oh, Robbie's in the chat, man. We were just looking at all your stuff, Robbie. Thank you for the amazing Doctor Strange that my daughter requested and you got. She's very, very happy with that one. So let's see. Those were the 3 from Veronica, and then Andy with this Black Hammer piece. I like Andy's stuff as well. Great guy. He's the one who did the Thor and Wolverine piece back there, drinking beer. And he always has a good sense of humor, and he's a good friend. And he and Veronica, of course, were at OAX too. Oh, she hasn't seen it yet. All right. Corey, you'll have to let us know what she thinks about it when she gets it. Then we have a Batgirl here from Andy as well. Lots of bricks in that one. And look, yeah, it came out great. Andy, he was going to join me tonight, but he's a little under the weather as well, just like Jiggy. So he was not able to make it. But do always look, anybody whose artwork we're showing you here, if you like it, please look them up, reach out to them, see if they have artwork for sale on their sites that you may like, and if not, hit them up for a commission, or look if you see that they're going to be at a show, say hi, introduce yourself. Because Andy and Veronica are the best of the best, and it is a very good composition on that one. And what was the last one here? A Shadow Cat, and a wanted poster, and a lot of bricks from Andy. So another great piece. So thank you to Andy and Veronica. This was their first time doing mystery sketches as well. So we were happy to have them participate. And what else did I have? Was that all of them? think that was all the pieces that I got from artists this past round. Yeah, I'll probably get a few more, but that was the last batch. Let's see here. So I saw somebody was asking about Jamal Igle. I think uh, let's see here. Yes, he did. Somebody was asking about Jamal Igle's show on Saturday, so I can kind of go through those pieces really quickly. Uh, let's see here. I think it's mostly DC related stuff. We got a what is it? Supergirl piece. Got something from Infinite Frontier. A Teen Titans. I mean, you'd think there was a splash page of some kind. I guess it is. Yeah, it's probably the title page to issue 52. So that's pretty nice. And I know this show's in pencils. It's actually inked. I've got to rescan it. Anything that we show here that has pencils only, they are actually all inked by Jamal. You can show up on Saturday, Jason. I know you got your cookout or something, but you can still show up. And again, this is all fully inked. It was just when Jamal sent me the stuff, some of the stuff wasn't inked. He sent me these things like 3 weeks ago. So here's another one, all Jamal, all Supergirl, I think. Nice flash cover here. Mickey, yeah, Mickey should be hanging out for this one. This is from Supergirl 600. Pretty nice. This was from Superman 714. And then we got a couple G.I. Joe covers. So, and these are huge. We're gonna put these, I mean, yeah. They're on one board. And they're massive. Here, I can just see you show it like this one. This is the one I'm going to show next. But you can see these things are they're not, whenever they're not done on two boards taped together. And I know that the size on this 19 by 24 is the paper size. So even done a little ogre size there. So there's the one I was just showing. So good stuff. So it was nice. Got everything in hand early from Jamal. Go. And anything else? I can't remember what else was on there. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's right. The Archie Predator cover. And then this is from some kind of Snickers inserts of some kind. You get Green Lantern and Superman, and look at the guy's he's enjoying his Snickers bar in space. Breakfast of Champions. This was a Kwanzaa card, and I don't remember what it was used for, but I'm sure we'll be able to ask Jamal, and he will fill us in. Marcus, no, you can't. This is from the book called White. It was a variant cover for that, and this is from WHD. I know I should remember that. Something about demons. I think is what it's from. That's a cover as well. This is a cover of something called Black Myth. And this is a Geiger cover. And what else? Oh, yeah, another Free Comic Book Day Archie cover. And there's Jamal. The smiling face made its way into this as well. What else I got? I got Bart Sears, right? I can show you well, let's see. Where was that? That was something shared with me. Let's see. Let's see here. All right, so what is Bart bringing? And I'll be honest, I really haven't looked at all this, what Bart's bringing yet, and I have no idea on pricing yet. So Spider-Woman DPS, Justice League Europe page, this is a interior splash to Spider-Woman 4, another Justice League Europe. Violator page. Is Violator in there? Can't tell. Lots of torn looking bodies in that. Legends of the Dark Knight page. Exo Man of War page. Looks like. Spider-Woman. And I'll have Bart Sears on the week after next. On Saturday, by the way. Eclipso. TDW. Don't know what that stands for. A Cops 3 cover. Not familiar with that either. Lots of little robot rats. Another Cops interior page. Where's the professor when I need him? Derek, fill us in on what Cops is all about. We got a JLE 19 page here. Hero Alliance page. Again, I'm not sure what that's from. Certainly looks like Moon Knight up there, at least from the cape, but hard to say. Action figure line comics is Chris Snork was the Cops. Okay. This is a Legends of the Dark Knight cover recreation. And I think he's actually doing a couple other cover recreations that he didn't include when he sent me these scans. But this is obviously a pretty memorable cover for him. I have no idea what this was from, but I see a beheaded Deadpool down there at the bottom. So Wolverine, I guess those would be straight claws, right, Marcus? Then what do we got? Well, Power Girl and Supergirl, entitled Tough Biatches Inks by Mr. Sears. That's probably not a published piece, but yeah, that's what you would want out of something by Bart. And then we have a Hellboy sketch cover. We got a Blade DPS. And then what is this? Scarlet Witch. I don't know what these are for. When we're looking at that, I was like, it's from, he's dating them. That's a 10 or an 18. So I'm not sure what these were used for. What do we got? But there's, okay, 10. Clearly a 10. So Vision. You got a Hawkeye, you got a Thor, and Iron Man. And then we actually have a Legends of the Dark Knight 200 page. Joker all over it. Well, that's probably not going to be cheap. And again, I don't know anything about the pricing on this stuff yet, but that's the last piece I got. Rick Welch says Central Organization of Police Specialists. Yeah, that sounds like it should be a TV show, I think. But yeah, there you go. That's what we got from Bart. So I'll go ahead and close all that, not share that. And one thing to go over before I bring Mr. Snork in. Let me see here. What do we got? I had the schedule to go over. Might as well talk about that. We got Jamal Igle this Saturday, of course. Then I don't have anybody scheduled for Tuesday yet. I'm trying. I've got leads, but no interview subjects just yet. But I'm talking to a lot of people, and so is Casper. So we'll probably have a show on the 4th. I just can't tell you who it's with yet. On Wednesday, we've got Matt DiTullio versus Carl Choi in an amateur match. I'm sure that's going to be a lot of fun. Matt's been on a couple times, so I know he'd like to get a victory here, but he's going against Carl, who's never done it before. So we'll see how he does. Then the following Tuesday, Jordan's going to be on an amateur match. I have not ironed out who he's going to be with. It was first we tried lining up Nick Barucci, who wanted to do it, but he's kind of backed out. Michael Lovitz might do it, and if all else fails, I know I can ask Anthony to do it because he's always looking for a match. So one way or another, we're going to get that worked out. Then Bart Sears on the 8th. Then I'll be at Heroes Con with Kazra on the 14th through the 16th. I'll have a Heritage Signature Auction preview the following Monday, Comic Connect on Tuesday. I've got my 3rd Fred Hembeck interview and art sale on the 22nd of June. And Fred's bringing a couple of published pieces that I think are going to blow people's minds. I might even tell him not to bring both of them at one time and just do one this time and then one the next time. I got an email from him yesterday, and I saw what he was thinking of bringing, and I just don't feel like doing 2 major pieces by him on the same show. So just think multi-character and oversized art, kind of like those Jamal pieces, and just you can only imagine how many characters he'd have on something like that. And he did these back in the day, I think I want to say it was like Comic Buyer's Guide. I could be wrong, but so they're vintage and they're awesome. So yeah, expect at least one of those. Then I'll have a Hakes auction preview in July, and I'll have Sarah Jane Blum back on with a Heritage illustration auction preview in early August. So good to have her back. She's definitely taking charge of the illustration side of things over at Heritage. Oh man, don't tease us, Bill. I won't show you. The images are that you'll go blind looking at these pieces. And the thing is, knowing Fred, he's going to want to auction them off too. And that's why I don't feel doing two the same shows would be fair. I think he'll do better separating them, and again, they're equally pretty dang awesome. So, but you'll get the tease images when the time comes. So yes, we're I think we're at that point, aren't we? Where I can let me see. Did Gwen, I'm just making sure because I had Gwen uploading some stuff. Yeah, Gwen got everything uploaded. Good. Well, let me bring Chris in because I'm actually I'm behind. I think at this point I don't have my anything queued up ready to go. How's it going, Chris?
I'm good. How about you?
Can't complain, man. Man, I saw you checking in at Untapped quite a bit this weekend. Maybe even more so than your birthday.
Yeah, it was my 30th work anniversary, and there were people in from out of town to help me celebrate. So that's what we did.
Well, you slayed a few beers. I have a feeling.
Mm-hmm. I'm paying for it.
You're paying for it. No, you're experienced.
Actually, I don't get hungover. I get fat.
Yeah. Well, so you're fasting right now. Is that what's going on?
100%.
I know. Well, that's what happens when I was at my mom's for 6 days, and she only wanted to eat out, and so it was like royal feast after royal feast after royal feast. And when I got there, she had 2 6-packs of the Edmund Fitzgerald Porter. She had 2 6-packs of Dortmunder Gold, which is a lager I like, and then she had like the Elliot Ness lager as well. And so I had to drink it, so
good mom.
It was literally like 4 beers a day I had to drink in order to get rid of them all, because it's not like I was flying by notes. And I was honestly thinking about like checking in on Untapped every time I had one, and then I was like, nah, I don't. That might be a little overkill, but I was thinking.
People think you're an alcoholic if you do that.
Well, you're the only one who's. Well, no, Kazer's my friend on it now too.
And ML.
That's right. ML is as well. So I don't want to give anybody the wrong idea.
Yeah.
But yes. But the great thing was, ironically, I came home thinking I probably was going to gain like 5 pounds, and when I got home, I'd only gained like 3. So I just have to eat light for a couple of days, and I'll be back.
Just water weight. It's water weight.
Exactly. Well, I'm glad you had a good week off. We had a good time. Jason did an admirable job.
He did great. I actually texted him and said he picked a few things that I was a little bit shocked by.
Well,
so good on Jason.
No, I thought he did. Yeah, there was. I agree. He threw me for a loop on stuff too. I was expecting a lot of X-Men artwork and things out of the '90s, but no, he did well. He should feel proud. Yeah, look at it. He does feel proud. And I can tell you that when I was emailing with Andy Fish, because I was going to have him on tonight, and he's like, I can't do it because I'm sick. He said maybe I could do some picks later in the summer or something. So we have a volunteer. So awesome. Whenever we want to have a week off for you, Andy will be our next in line.
Let's do it.
James says, yeah, I thought the picks would be better. Yeah. Harshin on Jason. All right, well, let's take a look. Yeah, let's look at our my heritage picks. And there was like a lot of different stuff I could have picked there this week on heritage, and I don't know. I think I still did all right, but there was a lot of interesting things on there that I passed up on. So Glenn Fabry. I mean, it's a heavy metal 300 cover, and I like Glenn's stuff. I'm always intrigued by his color palette, but to get something cool that reminds me of why I love Corbin, kind of thing. I see this and I'm happy. I mean, I love the color choices on this thing, especially. And it was interesting. He was at Como. I feel like I hadn't seen him in a while. He looked a little ragged while he was there, but man, all the artwork he produced was fantastic. So he can look however he wants as long as he keeps making great artwork, right?
Yeah, I love all the separation between all the figures on this is incredible.
Agreed. Yeah, this is probably my favorite piece in the weekly auction this weekend.
Very cool.
Over 1,000 already, so that's a good start. What else did I pick here? This is like for the X-Men fans. I mean, it's a Mohawk Storm, right? I don't care. So in a weird way, I don't care about the art. It is Butch Geist, of course. It's Dan Green. It's Uncanny X-Men 216. So nice and vintage for those fans, because obviously Geist didn't do a ton of work on it, but it's really, to me, it's it's these last 3 panels when you get Mohawk Storm.
Oh, and Stonewall. That's cool.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the funny thing is, I don't remember this issue at all,
Hmm.
but it doesn't matter. I mean, somebody's going to be very, very happy when they get this page. Yes, as Jason likes to remind us all the time, Dan Green makes it great.
I mean, Butch Geist and Dan Green, that's a hell of a combo.
Yeah, without question. Let's see, where are we at here? So no, I like this one. And at 455, that's gonna sell well, I think.
Mhm.
Then I did pick a piece of Steve Rudnex's art tonight, and then I saw this piece in there too. So I thought, well, why not feature a piece for sale? And we'll see something else by Steve later. So just cool stuff. I think we all have many of us have an appreciation for Steve's work. I mean,
Yeah.
his compositions are great, and I mean, anything that has Nexus on it that Steve's touched is cool. And I love the panel layout on here. I love the just this kind of the oval shape here to kind of shape the background. I love the shadow in the bottom panel. I mean, there is not one thing not to love about this piece.
I agree. Hyper clean as always. Beautiful.
Yeah, that is a good page. All right, what do we got next here? Andrew Wildman. I mean, somebody who I don't even think I knew who Andrew Wildman was. And then in the last 2 weeks, we've been, his name has come up. I don't know if it was in another pick or something like that, but 90s artist. And then I came across this Venom. What is it from? Venom Carnage Unleashed splash page. And I saw his name again. I'm like, dang it, this guy. He seems to have been very prolific, at least during this period.
Yeah.
And I like this. I like the layout on here. I mean, it's really well done. It's Rubenstein inks as well. Again, I just thought it was a good page. And
Nice.
now
I
that
mean, it's splashy as hell.
yeah. X-Men Adventures is what James says. Yes, that's right. That it was from that's where I heard the name the other day.
I think he did I think he did some G.I. Joe or something too. I think that's where I know him from.
Okay. Yeah, well, there you go. Carl just confirmed it. He's been selling a lot of his X-Men art over the last couple of years, and I think he's cycling back in the market, says Rob T. Well, that's cool. I mean, because again, I was not, probably seen his art, but as a name, it wasn't somebody I was familiar with because I wasn't buying comics this period. But then Alan Davis. There was, and I didn't pick the awesome Alan Davis art that was added to CAF recently by James and Jason, but we know which pieces those are. Well done, gentlemen. But I mean, almost anytime I see anything by Alan, I always have to look at it. This is when because Alan took over for Brian Hitch on Fantastic Four. So this is a cover after Hitch's run from 585. And it's just perfect. I mean, if you're a fan of Namor, I mean, this is a really nice cover.
Plus, you throw that X on his belt, and one of those two will probably buy it.
Yeah. We don't hate Alan Davis. Look, I got him on.
I love Alan Davis.
I do too.
I have Alan Davis on the wall right there. I love Alan Davis.
Do I have any Alan Davis in my collection? I don't. But I saw. Who picked up a really nice Excalibur page recently? I saw on CAF, or maybe I'm thinking of something that's for sale now. But
yeah, I saw an Excalibur page come up for auction. I think.
Okay, maybe
might
that's
be in this auction.
I think you might be right. It might, and I picked this instead of that. But either way, we do like Alan Davis around here, guys. We know he is no random Instagram commission guy. Okay.
He's honestly, I think he's in my top 5. I love Alan Davis.
Well, there you have it. And let's see. Josh says there is another one, so I'm kind of curious if that's what I was thinking of. Is it this one here? Yeah, this is what I was thinking of. So there, I could have picked this one too. Come on, it's from Excalibur 44. Oh, look at that.
It's a little crowded.
It is, but it's still, it's, you got Rachel in there, so I mean,
I need to have Captain Britain on it.
Okay.
For me,
I get it. I think the X-Men fans will dig Rachel in there. A nice Phoenix page. Yep, you got that. He's not in my top 5 on X-Men. I'm sorry, guys. But
No, I mean he's in my top 5 artists, like period.
oh, I know. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I just saw Marcus' comments about the top 5.
The fact that he did X-Men is just, it's whatever.
I always pick Howard stuff when I see it, and this was kind of like an ooh la la piece. So if Chuck's watching, he's probably already seen it, so that it's out there, and it's American flag 20 page.
He likes garters, that guy.
He does. He definitely does, and I like it. I mean, that was this. Yeah, that is Zip, right? It's got to be Zip. Or is that done on? It's just funny. I wondered if it's duo shade the way.
I don't think it's duo shade.
I mean, it just can't be because it looks like it's cut.
Yeah.
But either way, I mean, nice effect. I love the fact that it's brown. I mean, I love this guy's stuff. And it's the end page. I didn't even realize it. Look, to be continued. Even better. Howard will be at Heroes. Will he? I didn't know that. Well, I will have to reconnect with Howard. He hasn't been on the show in a while. Irv Novick, Wonder Woman page. Now, I mean, the funny thing is I picked this for not because I think it's an awesome page. I think it's interesting. There's no backgrounds in there. So I thought just from the way it was designed, I thought it was kind of interesting. But the thing that caught me was just the way they did they lowered the size of the drawn panel so they could put the word panel in there, and they like alternate that. I don't really like it. It's odd. I mean, well, now I'm looking at it and I kind of actually think it's kind of cool. But when I first saw it, I was like, I don't like that. I don't like the way that
you actually like Irv Novick.
Yeah,
I think you do.
I do. I'm beginning to think. I think so. But because I picked Irv a few times, haven't I? Not a Wonder Woman page in the past, but I don't know. Maybe I might have to bid on this one now that I kind of dissed it by saying I didn't like the way they handled the panels here. But the more I'm looking at it, the more I think I actually like it. All right.
League vibes.
Yeah. Definitely.
Like the little Flash, head inset right there with the dialogue. Like that makes me think Justice League.
Yep. Well, I am. I think I might bid on this one. Then I might have to go look and see what Anthony and Mike and Albert have on their sites or see if there's anything I can just buy outright. So this one is I think it's a Guardians of the Galaxy story. I think from Marvel Preview, Infantino and Wyachek. But I don't know. Just a big spacey battle. DPS. What year is it? 78.
That's a beauty.
So, yeah, isn't that nice? I mean, you don't. Sometimes you don't need any characters on the page, right? I mean, it's he's shouting "What the hell" from inside the ship. I mean, I think this is pretty cool.
That's great.
It says, "Welcome to Feral, Star-Lord." Yeah, I mean, come on, that's totally cool, man. Yeah, I would love to have this, and I bet it's got original tape on the back, Marcus. Just letting you know. Where are we ending now? Okay, we got 2 more pieces. Lionel Francis Hugh. This is from his short run on X-Men, which I really like. They didn't really like the costume designs how they changed it, but I love Lionel's work, and I just thought, man, look at that! It's so clean. That's a beautiful page.
Yeah, it's funny to see like where he went, like stylistically when you look at this early stuff, like at Wolverine or X-Men or that kind of thing, and then how he has evolved over the years. Because to your point, like this is super clean. But that's not, it's not what he does anymore.
And it's inked by somebody named Scott Elmer, who I don't believe I've ever seen.
Never heard the name.
Before. Yeah, so they did a pretty good job. But yeah, I like this one a lot. So that's out there. And okay, my last one. This was just a goofy pick. The funny thing is there actually is a really, I mean, if anybody's looking for Don Perlin, and I know a lot of people are, there is a really nice Don Perlin. I think it was Werewolf by Night. I could be wrong on the title, but it had a transformation scene in it, and it was weird. Even when I saw it, it was like people hadn't picked, bid it up at all. It was like it was around $20 at the time, but a really beautiful page. I didn't pick it because I think we've been talking a lot about Don since he passed, and I just wanted to avoid it. But please, if you're in the market, you really got to check out that page. But this is from Werewolf by Night, Tom Sutton, and when I first saw it, the way it was drawn, it felt like a mad comic.
That's
artwork.
exactly what I was thinking. That top panel,
I
especially.
know. I was thinking, what is this? Some really, oddly done Sergio piece. And so the thumbnail caught me. And then I went and I looked at it, and it's Tom Sutton. And it's like, this weird guy with his minions flipping a police car. And I just love, how they put this crowd on the street. This is just a really cool page. I'm looking at it now, and it's like, damn, there's something about this page. I love it. I would love
Tom Sutton is like overachieving on this.
Yeah. I mean, I think this is all Tom too, and just goofy. There's no superheroes in here. This is probably a one-time villain in Werewolf by Night, but yeah, this is an awesome page.
Very cool.
Yeah, where I'm looking.
I love that sound effect. How it's laid into the perspective.
Yes, exactly. They tossed over our police car like it was a toy. Oh gosh. Anyway, there you go. There's my picks. But yeah, I like that last page a lot. Tom Sutton is always good, says Marcus. Wow, he's definitely from the era that I know you pick up a lot of pieces from, Marcus. So that makes sense. And Steve, I owe you an email, by the way. I see in the chat. I apologize. I think after I went to Ohio, I kind of fell off the wagon, and I got a few emails from you. Yours is one of them. I will try to do that tomorrow. All right, so we can go ahead and take a look at the EXP preview for tomorrow. I have not watched it yet myself. I know it's short. I don't know how the heck Nick put together a preview that would be under a minute and a half, but he has. So I don't know what he's bringing, but we're going to find out right now.
Everybody, this Friday, May 30th, there will be the original art experience. Wait, is it 30th or 31st? Whatever Friday is, Amy's whispering to me that it's the 31st. So this Friday, May 31st, I'm all discombobulated. 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, original art experience. I don't know what we're going to have on the air. I'm still behind and burnt out from licensing show. It was a really good licensing show. So we'll have some art. Maybe we'll have only one piece and do a best offer. Maybe we'll have a few pieces. I will promise you this. Worst case scenario, we'll talk about Waffle House again. Or some other stuff. Maybe we'll talk about one of the most nail-biting comic deals I've ever had to do. Who knows? You never know with me. But this Friday, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, the original art experience, and I promise I'll have some cool giveaways. At least one really cool giveaway. But we'll have giveaways, so hit that thumbs up, share, sharing is caring. Thank you, look forward to seeing you on Friday.
Well, I guess we're not going to find out what he's got tomorrow, but
we found out quick. As soon as I saw no art, I was like, I get it.
I get it as well. So you got to tune in tomorrow to watch Nick and figure out what he's bringing for sale. But and I don't have any of the pictures queued up. I know that when Nick was at that licensing thing, he did hook up with the Las Vegas crew. At least I think he hooked up with who did he hook up with? Jeff Wedding and Matt Kennedy. I don't know if Daryl was in any of the photographs, but Tom McDonald was there as well. Probably maybe for the same show, maybe not. But what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So I hope they look like they were having a good time. But I do not have the photos to prove it. But it did happen. That's right, Marcus. All right, so let me go ahead. We can just dive into the CAF update. Wow, it's an hour and a half into the show. We won't go to midnight tonight, Chris.
I'm thinking 10:30.
Yeah. It's
11:30. Sorry.
What is James saying? Auction. What does that mean? Auction.
James is running his mouth.
Yeah. But Tom got to meet the Vegas crew. Anyway, yeah, let me go ahead and do my CAF updates. This is covering, what period was it? May 20th through the 26th. So what do we got here? We have average week. Oh, for Alberto's art. Okay.
I like that.
Yeah. Let's see. Dealers down week, $201,000 in sales compared to $225 the week before, which the week before wasn't very good, but 201 is even worse. But it is what it is. Ramita Man had 60,000 in sales. Felix had 50. Anthony had 40, and Albert had 35, and that about makes up for all of it, I think. So it was those four So let's see. Hey, Ron, always good to see you in the chat, man. All right. So what were the top 6 sales from last week? I know that Gwen made me this video clip. So let's see what we got here. Dealers first. We have a Alex Ross painting, of course. This, I think I actually saw this at Berkey's once. This is a homage to Wrightson's Swamp Thing 9. Of course, this one went for the asking price of $28,000. That's about what Sal sells them on cap for, the new ones that are very splashy. Then Albert sold this Barry Windsor Smith Machine Man 1 page with a lot of Machine Man on it. That's nice to see. $15,000. So I'd say that is a really good page.
I'd pay 15.
Yep. Then over to Felix with this Daniel Warren Johnson. It says cover price on this one for $14,000. I'm assuming that didn't come with any interiors. That's really nice. Then we have an Amazing Spider-Man 40 page from this year, sold by Anthony. Oh, that's right. This one had the asking price of 10 on it. Romita Jr. and Scott Hanna. And what else do we have here? This was Ryan Otley. Ryan Otley from that same, so it must be a variant cover to the same book. $8,000 on that one. And then we have a Joe Kubert cover to Showcase 104. Sold for $7,000. I think we tried to sell that on a dueling dealer. See Mike he doesn't lie, man. He sold it on the website right after the show. I hate that.
The threat is real.
It is. It really does. He sells so much stuff that doesn't sell on dueling dealers within 2 or 3 days after showing it. But it is what it is, man. You can't have the right buyers watching a live stream. But auction houses, what do we got? Auction houses did pretty good. They had there was actually a video game signature auction that had some art in it, and that didn't amount to a lot, but it did add $20,000 to the overall total. So the total for the week for eBay and Heritage was $342,000. That was up from $283,000 the week before. So the top 3 from eBay first. Spain Rodriguez on here. This is an interior to something called Subvert. And it went for $3,500 on eBay. Don't see too much underground artwork over on eBay at all. So kind of cool. Then I mentioned Brian Hitch earlier. This one is the cover to Ultimates number 6. And this one went for $2,750. And then we have a pretty decent Jim Lawson Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle page that went for $2,400 on eBay. Yeah, I like that last the way they've cut the panels up there. That's pretty cool. And okay, so 3 from Heritage. We have a Kerry Gamble, Tom Palmer piece. Of course, I picked this one the week before, $7,200 on that one. It's beautiful. Then a Lee Bermejo Daredevil number 100 page, and this one went for $6,600. And then, last but not least, we have a Dennis Cowan Rick Magyar question page from issue 2. This one went for $6,600.
Woo!
Yeah.
Who knew?
There are a lot of question fans out there, and
I'm one of them. I didn't realize that was the market. Wow. Well, you never see that early stuff.
Yeah, I didn't either. But boy, I should get in touch with Dennis, because he's the one thing he's never brought is question artwork. And I know I can't say I know, but I'm pretty confident he's told me that he still has some of it laying around. But maybe he's sitting on it. I mean, if you get prices like that, it maybe might be smart to sit on it for another 10 years. But cool. Well, there is what was the signature auction? It was weird. I mean, they had like Nintendo box art that I probably would have enjoyed at least taking a look at it. I don't have the images in front of me, but I don't know how they, there must be like the way Heritage releases their announcements or something. There's auctions that I never even know are going on, like stuff like that. Because I'd like to see that packaging art for old video game stuff. I mean, heck, that's right up my alley. But well. All right, we can get into our picks. Let's see here.
I had a hard time this week. I actually had to double back.
I think it's the holiday. I mean, it took me a while to get my 10, and I actually had 9 for a while, and I was going to give up, and then I actually found the Rude Nexus piece that I picked. But yeah, it was tough after seeing yours, and some of them I would have picked. I wasn't left with anything that I really wanted to focus on. But let's see here. There we go. So Louis LaRosa in the collection of Comics Art Connect. All right, let me get my like on this one. And what is this from? Megalith, first appearance. Megalith. What is that? What is that from?
I think it's is it Bad Idea?
Oh, that's right. It was the Dinesh thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I knew the name. Okay, this is really slick, man. When I first saw this, I actually thought it was Simone Bianchi. I don't know why. Maybe it's just, yeah. I mean, there's just something about it. And then I realized, that, of course, it wasn't. And then, but still, really, really well done.
It's not for sale, Jason. At least it wasn't when I picked it because of the seller, or I'm sorry, because of the gallery owner. I double checked. I don't believe this is for sale.
Oh, Jason's giving you a hard time. I've got a cat climbing my screen. I can hear it.
You don't want that.
No, I'm going to text Maureen. Okay. Well, hopefully she's watching.
So I picked this because I'm a huge Louis LaRosa fan. I absolutely am in awe of his ability to render and render and render and render and layer, and his tonal stuff is like unmatched in my opinion. And his ability to deliver something that is, I mean, bordering on photorealism in a way of something that could never exist in real life, I mean, is just on full display here.
No, I agree. Sorry, I had a text and all that, but no, this is really well done. So, Marcus left a comment on it. That's always a positive.
Not for sale. Not for sale.
Yeah, you're right. It does not say it's for sale. And I don't know who Comics Art Connect is. Isn't he? Well, I don't know. I know I've seen the name often enough. But either way,
yeah,
great pick, man. I mean, it makes me want to. If I could say, well, I should save Louis LaRosa into my CAF keywords.
Stuff is hard to get. He is repped by Sonic Dan, who puts stuff on CAF regularly. A lot of Valiant stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But the one piece I was able to get after like stalking on Instagram, I actually had to buy it before it was even finished.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I mean, sometimes that's what it takes. I haven't done it myself, but you read more and more about that, right? People who it's kind of, and not entirely sight unseen,
but kind of like buying on spec.
Yeah.
Almost.
Well.
But I'm thrilled with it. No complaints. But yeah, it is hard to come by. He's very slow, is my understanding.
Okay. Boy, Jason, maybe I should start charging for stuff like that. I don't know.
It's that guy. It's that guy. I knew the name.
All right. Yeah, I know who it is now too. But we give it away for free here on the channel. So a very nice pick on there. I got my like on that one. So what's next? We have this is a piece that I actually sold. This is one of Dennis's and Bill's pieces that went through my hands during one of the sales. I don't think it was the show they did together, but I'm pretty sure this was one of the early shows I did with Dennis. But yeah, it's a beauty.
So taking the art team out of it, which what else can we say about these two anyway? But I'm a mark for adult Robin as Batman. From like all those old, Justice League crossovers and All-Star Squadron and all that kind of stuff from when I was a kid. And also I'm a huge fan of the Red Sun version of Batman, and they're both on this page. So I saw this and I was like, ooh, that's cool. So kind of a fanboy pick in a way, but then the fact that it's done by Cowan and Sienkiewicz is obviously not a detriment.
No, not at all. Yeah, I remember. I love this first panel. I just thought it was gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Those are, yeah, it'd be cool to get those guys back on. I don't think we'll ever be able to get them to do commissions again, but they were a great pair for an interview. I really thought I could have just.
That was a great show.
It was. I mean, that's one I never go. I literally have never watched anything I've ever recorded. But that would be a show I wouldn't mind going back and seeing.
You should. It was fun. And every time I go to Eric's house, I have to look at his Spider-Man commission by these two.
Oh, that's right. That was a good one.
Yeah.
And rare, right? I mean, getting those guys to work together like that.
And on Spidey.
And on Spidey, right? Dang, I didn't even think about that.
Mm-hmm.
We've created memories here on the
Yep.
channel once or twice. This one I didn't see until you picked it, man. But holy mackerel,
Yeah.
the scan is huge. I probably shouldn't be
Mhm.
looking at it this closely, but look at all the detail in this thing. Oh my god.
So Federici is such a great painter. I mean, I feel like that's what I typically associate him with. So seeing something like this that's in pencil, I think was really the reason I probably picked it, because it just lets him go nuts with the hatching. And like you said, there's so much detail here. But like, look at how, there's like kind of Mark Schultz influence here. There's like classical illustrator influence here, but it's really spooky. It's so atmospheric. And it really, like, this one image is very evocative. It's telling a good story.
Yeah, this is really nice. I mean, he's a little Serpieri influence, but
Yeah.
it's all his own. Like you said, very painterly.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, this is, and what is this from? Is this published? I mean,
I think it said Fear State.
Fear State DPS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's done some covers. He's done some, I know he has done some interiors. He did some stuff on, I don't remember the Superman book, but it was when somewhat recently in the last few years when Superman was like off world, kind of like when his son was Superman, but he was elsewhere. He did interiors on that book that were just mind boggling.
Yeah, seeing it like this now, I mean, having the car kind of be the first thing and the last thing in this,
Mhm.
it's really, I don't know, I'm blown away by this. Just the amount of cross hatching and the tonal variation in the pencil work here. It's beautiful.
Look at the volumes. Look at the volumes he's able to get, like on Batman's abs on the right there. I mean, that is some very, very refined hatching.
Exactly. And then, I'm just discovering new stuff. I didn't see the bats here, kind of using it as a mechanism to kind of pull you down through there. And also, gosh, it's crazy. This is awesome. I would love to see this one in person.
He's incredible. And honestly, he somewhat regularly takes commissions.
I'm going to have to see what's on calf. Curious. Rocky abs. Okay. Okay, let's see here. What's next? This is in Mr. Flanders' calf gallery. I liked this one when I first saw it, so I didn't even have to click on this one again. Moritat, Electric Commission, Mystery Sketch. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'll tell you I was not familiar with Moritat, right? Until we did the one fundraiser before Comic Art Live, and then seeing the pieces that because I got to see a few of the pieces he did for the fundraiser, and then seeing what he did on the mystery sketch, just when we had Mark on last week. Wow, man!
Yeah.
I mean, if you see, and again, guy that you're just discovering does great work. People should.
But it's been around a long time.
Exactly.
Yeah, I have a Jonah Hex page from him in my gallery that's probably almost 20 years old.
Oh, this is and just this is the free sketch that he got.
That's
from the
crazy.
And
it's
unbelievable.
So what I love about the image is I love the balance of the image. I love the way that it, like, so many elements are breaking the edges of the paper. That central figure is like so perfectly wedged in there, but there's so much else that's like taking your eye around the composition, and the color is so incredibly rich. And I mean, overall, I think this is like an absolute slam dunk. And to be honest, I don't think I had ever seen him work in color before this. So that was a cherry on top.
Well, that's impressive. And that's right. I kind of forgot about that. When his part of the fundraiser was doing free sketches when you hit certain dollar amounts for some of the buyers.
Awesome.
So, yeah. Well, you did very well here, Josh, on this one. This is beautiful. It really is. But I mean, I know that Mark showed off several of the mystery sketches he did, and they were all like same caliber like this thing. And I mean, that's why that's why the mystery sketch is cool, man. You get to discover new talent, and that's why you're helping us, Chris. You're on the team for the November show. So,
I mean, to me, it's a shame that like more people don't know about this guy, and he isn't much bigger than he is, because he's been around a while. He's capable of producing stuff like this. I think he's got such a unique style. It's European while at the same time, like obviously manga influenced. So, I mean, he just brings a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I love it. Breccia on this one. This is in Adam Law's calf gallery. I think Adam's working on some videos for me. We share a folder, and I came across some video clips that he's working on. I'm not quite sure what they are, and I won't spoil it till I know that they're done. But Adam has a very eclectic collection of artwork, and Breccia. Where do you find Breccia artwork? I mean, who sells it?
I've never come across the page in the wild. I see them up for auction now and again at I don't remember the name of the overseas auction place, the like French or Italian auction house. Urania?
Oh yeah, Urania. Yeah.
Urania. Okay. So yeah, but if I see Breccia, like I'm probably gonna pick it. Because it's like hen's teeth. I love pretty much everything he's done. This is so insanely detailed in places, and then it's like almost Hal Foster-esque in parts, but like I'm not sure that like, I can't speak to what I think his influences are, but like there's definitely some, classical like illustrator elements to this. Like it's got comic strip vibe to it in places. But then it's also clearly like that last panel in particular, like the work on the face, like that's hardcore, like European comics look and feel. The round, the round word balloons.
Right.
So like, I have no idea like what this was used for, nothing about the story, whatever. But I feel like what I've come to expect from Breccia is not this. And so it stood out even more to me.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So it's Breccia, not Breccia.
Yeah.
Breccia. All right. Thank you. I will remember that.
To be fair, I asked ChatGPT.
Did you?
How to pronounce it? Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't think that it's going to get it wrong. But yeah, I love. I'm looking. It's the faces, man. I mean,
I know.
Look at how he's drawn this face with these. I mean, there's nothing consistent about the line work in there.
Right.
Pow. You get a ragged pilot face here. That's crazy. And like you were saying here, I mean, what who's going to draw circles on somebody's face to kind of give you the whatever
the levels,
the levels in this guy's jaw, but it works. It works incredibly well. So yeah, no, this is a fantastic page. So congrats, Adam. I mean, you did very, very well on this one. And I think Urania actually had an auction just recently that closed sometime middle of May, if I'm not mistaken. So Nick got on this one. Cover quality commission. Okay, I didn't read what it was used for, so that's all it was 11 by 17. And this is one I would have picked, by the way. It was on my list until you got it.
It's the perspective, right?
Mm-hmm.
The camera angle, whatever you want to call it, like the way he chose to stage this, I mean, you can get away with so much with Spider-Man, right? Because of kind of his nature and like the environment and like all those kinds of things. And the costume's a bear, I'm sure, but the fact that like this is all like so close up, it's really like packed into this 11 by 17, but nothing's really breaking a border outside of the web. Like the figure is all there, but like, look at the foreshortening. I mean, this is a masterclass in foreshortening, if nothing else.
Yeah, I was blown away when I saw it. There's so many different ways you can, make Spider-Man feel spidery, and this is not one that you would ever think.
Right, right. That's I guess kind of what I was trying to say is like, this is not your like cut and paste Spider-Man image. This is a way that I don't feel like I've ever seen Spider-Man done before. And who can say that? He's been around so long.
Yeah. Yeah, that's completely the reason why I was going to pick it was the pose. I mean, I had never seen anything quite like it, and because it threw me, even like I'm like, is that an extra finger? No, that's his foot back there. I mean, it's just
right.
And I think he purposely challenges us with that, because I think a lot of people would look at that and say, oh, I got to draw that foot half his size, but no, he like put it in there, and it works, and it makes me look even harder, which a lot of art does not hold you for that long. So yeah, I think this is fantastic.
And to stylize anatomy at that level is just like a show of mastery.
Hey, Jiggy's in the audience.
Hey, Jiggy.
Yeah, I hope you're feeling better, man. Sorry you couldn't make it tonight. We'll still do Saturday night if you're feeling up for it. Well, congrats to KCA on this one. I mean, that's phenomenal. Now, I wish this was a bigger scan, but it doesn't matter because it is really awesome. The color palette alone on this piece makes it a winner for me. I probably would have picked it just for that, but I mean, it's a gorgeous piece.
It's the palette, and it's also the fact that like we see so little traditional work from Mike Del Mundo that I was like, when these things pop up, they're really special. So I picked this. Honestly, the composition is a real snooze to me, or the subject is a real snooze to me, because I don't know how many times we can see a smashed Sentinel with X-Men standing on top of it.
Yeah.
That's been like done to death. But every other single thing about this just absolutely sings. I love the way he drew Wolverine. He's like the way I like to see Wolverine. He's like short, thick. He looks like a fire hydrant with claws, straight claws. I like, Jubilee, like with the gum, like it's just really characterful stuff. But you already said this. It's the palette. The palette is so bananas on this thing, but it's perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I like the choice of the three characters together. I mean, how often do you get to see Jubilee, Mohawk Storm, and Wolverine, together? Yeah. Just the color choices throughout are just phenomenal. I love the this blue that he's using and the machinery here that's carried over. I mean, it's just, yeah. I wish this was a larger scan.
I wish he worked more traditionally. I mean, man alive, it's a shame for everybody who collects original art that he's mostly digital.
Seamus says, "Shucks, I got a magic standing."
Sorry, Seamus. I'm over that. I'm over it. Chris Pacello did it for like how many years in a row? Like this character on a Broken Sentinel, that character. There's statues.
Maybe, but you never know. Don't count it out yet, Seamus. It could get picked. But either way, yeah, the color wins the day on this thing, and this was a commission, right? Yeah, commission from Brian S. 15-year member of CAF, and of course, who got in there first? But Marcus Way with the first comment.
So I doubly appreciate this showing up on CAF, because I was like, Mike Del Mundo is doing commissions. And so I flew over to Instagram and messaged him and was like, he's like, soon. I was like,
There you go. That's awesome. Interesting. Let's see here. What do we got next? A Canon Sunday by Wally Wood. And of course, you have to have some beautiful women on it. And in this case, it's like it's a strip club.
Yeah, and some very Wally Wood looking dudes. There's some guns going off. There's some tech. I mean, look at how packed these panels are, especially the strip club scenes. There is like no detail spared anywhere on this entire Sunday. And this is what we love Wally Wood for. I mean, this is this is prototypical Wally Wood, but like that's still very, very special. Like you don't see many of these.
No, agreed. I have been wanting to get a Canon strip for a very long time, and they just don't come up too often. I mean, and when I remember Mike used to have like 4 or 5 of these, and of course when I decided I wanted one, he didn't have any of them. But yeah, this is fantastic. I mean,
is this can we blow this up? Does it get bigger?
No, I know. I saw James say zoom in. I mean, I can't click on it, unfortunately. Whoever fan Dave, was it Planches? I don't even know. But they've been posting a lot of artwork of late, and they're
fan of pages.
Right. I mean, they're because on the app I can see it. It's like I'm like, man, this guy is just filling up CAF of late. It's like he must have just got a scanner or something. But not premium, so the pieces are all small.
Well, I would nominate him for a premium just so I could blow this up.
Exactly. Yeah, we'll have to talk to him. Let's see. Captures my likeness at the club. Yeah, I should tell you, one day I could tell you my story of going to the Kit Kat Club when I was in college in New York City.
Oh
It was,
boy.
yeah, it's a moment I don't want to relive.
Maybe Saturday on with Jiggy.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe. Well, that's definitely an after dark episode, but yeah. But it looked a lot like this place right here. Maybe that's why I want a cannon strip. I don't know. Anyway, but this is a beauty, and you're right. We need to get this guy a premium membership so we can see some of this art better. Because yeah, he has been loading up a ton. I mean, where is this? And it's funny because he's a 16-year member. Let's see, like here you go. View all 68 pieces. So in the last week, he has added 68 artworks, and then there's just a lot of interesting stuff, a lot of things that we don't normally get to see on CAF, and artists that I wasn't familiar with, but it all looked really, there's just some really cool stuff in here.
Well, I'm going to add him, because if this is the type of quality of stuff he's posting.
Yeah. Actually,
or her, I don't know.
It says they're from Canada. Actively looking to buy examples from Red Sonja and Gita by Thorn. Okay.
I wonder if our friend Duke knows him or her.
Well, that's a good question. It's got a nice.
I assume everybody in Canada knows everybody.
Yes. All right, but yeah, that's oh well. I wish we could see the canon better. But then this piece, man, Scalera. This is fantastic. I mean,
and
Batman,
you can't blow this one up either.
I know. Who is this guy? Who's this person now? Alp. I'm not even gonna try.
I didn't either. But what was awesome was I messaged him or her, I don't know, through CAF, because originally this was a real questionable scan to the point where I was like, I can't talk about this piece. It looks too crappy and you can't blow it up anyway. So this is a much better scan than was there. They actually offered to send me the high res. They were like, I'll email you a high res. And I was like, no, just update it. But I think because they're, obviously they're not premium, they couldn't like upload the high res to CAF. But I said to them, send it to me anyway. Like, I want to see it, so I haven't gotten it yet, but we can all appreciate this. I'm not shy about praising Matteo Scalera. I think he's amazing. This is just yet another amazing example. I'm realizing now how Batman heavy these picks are this week. So sorry about that if you hate Batman. But it's the contrast in this one. Like the white roof on the white snow on the roof, really setting off Batman, and then like cutting a swath like across the composition, and then he echoes it again in that like cloud, or that whatever's happening in the upper left corner. It just makes such a dynamic composition, and then Batman's body and the cape like follow that line, and then everything else, like the city, is straight up and down juxtaposed against that line. This is absolutely like next level to me. It
is. I mean, when I saw it, I figured it had to be like a published print or something, because it's too well thought through to not
commission at a con.
Yeah. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. Just looking at his cape, lying in the snow. I mean, and like you said, the angles here are just ones that we just don't see. And again,
it should be a cover.
It should be. I mean, this should be something. If it's not a cover, it's got to be
poster.
It's got to be a poster. It's got to be some kind of major marketing material piece.
And don't color it.
Right. No, you don't need to. And the thing is, I bet the contrast looks a little. This looks a little muted. I bet you'll have to email me the high res when you get it.
I will if he sends it or they send it. I will.
Because sometimes on CAF, when we have to resize an image as much as we do when somebody's in premium, it can get there is some interpolation that happens when you take a 3,000 square or a 3,000 pixel tall image and drop it down to 800, right. And my feeling is it's probably lost a little bit. I mean, I saw this on
Instagram. Matteo posted it on his Instagram, and it's very it's rich. It's very deep. So yeah, there is a little bit lost here.
Yes. What do we got? One more piece. Did I put my like on that one? I did not. A Jim Lee Scott Williams X-Men page. in the collection of the Muffin Box. Who the heck is the Muffin Box?
I don't know, but they got a Jim Lee Scott Williams X-Men page,
Yeah, I don't care what their name is. Yeah,
right?
this is something I'll probably never get to own, but sweet.
Huge nostalgia pick for me. This was the only time in my life I was really an avid X-Men reader. I love this storyline where Wolvie and Psylocke were kind of like behind enemy lines in Genosha. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I need to say about it. It's Jim Lee and Scott Williams. So feast your eyes.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, the line work is like sparse, right? I mean, there's not a lot of shading in this piece.
Yeah,
there's not a lot of spotted blacks. It's just all like fine line work, and yeah, I don't want to know how it's colored, but again, I think it's fantastic just for that alone, and yeah, I'm envious that I'll probably never have a Jim Lee X-Men page in my
same.
But
I got to live with my Punisher commission. That's all I can, you know.
Tom says it's an awesome page. I completely agree, man. Yeah, it's a good one. Mike.
Oh, there's the color page.
Oh, was there? Oh, all right. You're gonna have to
what
look.
The hey, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was
no. No.
Yeah, I was kind of curious actually about the second panel, how they handled that. Oh well, looks much better, as we like to see it right there.
Yeah.
Thing. Yeah, it's pretty solid. Well, congrats to Mike Y on that. What is that? An year veteran of CAF. Just had their anniversary in April. All right. Ouch is right, CJ. All right, let me go ahead. Well, good picks, of course, Chris. Congratulations on there. Let me hide that one and get set up here.
Did you bring any beer back with you?
I did not. I drank it all. I really thought, because my mom didn't have a scale laying around, so I thought I was going to come back and weigh like 8 pounds over.
If I had a nickel for every time I said I drank it all,
I did.
People would be like, "Hey, did you bring back beer from such and such?" I'd be like, "I drank it all."
I mean, I was not going to leave it, and I even brought we went to my aunt's in Columbus, and I got there. She had it was it was only 1 6-pack of, and she bought Dortmunder, so it was like I had beer everywhere I went, and I did. I was just like, all right, well, in the middle of the day for lunch, I'm having one, and
boy,
that was about 24 beers.
You're on vacation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was Casper. I was working. Just trust me on that one the whole time.
Right.
I always had my laptop with me.
Screw Kazra.
Oh, hey, I gotta stay in line.
He can't crack the whip if he's not around.
All right, Ron S. Ron Sonnenfeld. He's this was the piece I added in at the end. I don't know how I kind of either kept missing it or something, but I mean, come on, it's a rude Nexus page, and again, it's like he packs so much into a page. I mean, like the last one that we looked at that was available for sale. I mean, I like this one. I love this first panel, the ceiling, the way he's handling basically the negative space on that.
Yeah, the shape of the figure.
Right. I mean, it's fantastic. Steve's so incredible. I know he's kind of got I don't know. The thing is, I love Steve's stuff. I love his pencil work. I love when he only draws figures. Like if he does like a still life, it's going to be fantastic. If he's sitting at a life drawing class, it's going to be a beautiful figure, man or woman, doesn't matter. He's just so talented at it, and I know people say he doesn't get. I feel like he doesn't get the recognition he deserves because he's just masterful and anything he does. And I love the fact that he doesn't hide from his Toth influence and his love of Kirby. I think he embraces the styles that he loves, and he's made it his own. And I just appreciate that about him. I think he's.
Yeah, I mean, Nexus is Space Ghost. I mean, he's basically said as much, right? So like that's really wearing it on your sleeve.
Very true. So I'd love to get a Nexus page one day. But you don't really see him too often. So
for me, I think I want a page from World's Finest. That was such a special book to me back in the day, and they're unfathomably expensive now, but yeah.
Well, this is a good one, Ron. Congratulations on adding that one to your calf. Then, yeah, if you're following Como at all during their show, I think this one was shown there. This is in Matt Dick's calf gallery, right? Yeah. Bill Sienkiewicz, Lone Wolf and Cub, and it's just a commission. But still, man, I mean, for me on this one, it's back to the colors. I mean, it's just so striking that, and it's so subtle. I mean, everything about it, he's really not, so it's, he's really not trying to define the characters too much. And,
very graphic.
Yeah. And it's back to, I mean, I think, one of Bill's greatest traits is that, he's great at composition. I mean, he can be off on certain things, but when he's on, he's on. You can even say that with the Como logo or whatever. But I look at this and it's just like I love Bill's approach to stuff, and it goes back to his love for advertising, his love for just clothing design, all those different media stuff. I just think this is wonderful. I'm sure that when Matt saw this thing, he was probably blown away.
Absolutely. And you absolutely have to speculate about what this thing looks like in person.
Yeah, wasn't there? Let me see. Wasn't there a photograph with him and Bill? Let's see. Yeah, I mean, look at that. It looks even more subtle here than in the scan. I mean, and
softer.
Yeah, it looks like maybe the contrast was bumped a little bit when he scanned it for calf, but yeah.
He and Sienkiewicz and like Tommy Lee Edwards, like they have this uncanny ability to make something that is like very graphic, and it looks like from a certain point of view, it's like a series of shapes that are kind of like wedged together, but then for whatever miraculous reason, their talent, their training, their whatever, their use of color, like it still has an element of like realistic illustration to it.
Yeah, I don't think I ever thought about comparing him to Tommy Lee, but when I look at the detail on this, I see it, because Tommy Lee uses
the color choices, I think, too, like the reds and against the blues, and like that's kind of a Tommy Lee Edwards thing to me anyway. Yeah. Not necessarily comparing the two, but saying like they both have that like innate ability to make something that's very graphic, but at the same time like retains an element of realism.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely in the red outline. And I saw that too. Matt had painted a portrait of Bill that they exchanged.
That's cool.
Yeah. What did I get next? Oh, this was that Greg Land. I don't know. To me, I just love the concept of the cover. I mean, to me, it's like this is back to like my old Marvel days, where it's like what was it? The Monolith had the X-Men in his hands or something like that. I mean, I love it. I love this overall image and approach to just a comic book cover. I mean, it makes me want to see more. I want to see little X-Men in his hand or something. But either way, it's just striking. And I like Greg's work a lot. I think he gets a bad rap at times, but because he's just too I don't know. He's just too good at the end of the day. When you look at him sitting at a show, drawing commissions for fans, and they all come, and he's not looking at his phone or anything like that, cheating, looking at other figures or something, right? It's all just coming out of his head. Sure, he may have trained himself on certain things, but boy, the guy is just so talented. So,
Alex Ross, Tony Harris, what you mentioned earlier, Steve Rude taking life drawing classes. I mean, yes, like there is an element of like you can copy something too directly, and that's probably not cool, but like people use models, people use reference. Nowadays, people do things digitally, like they map them in with tools and then they draw over top of them. I mean, Tim Bradstreet literally inks over top of photographs in a lot of cases, and people don't hate on him.
That is very true. I didn't even think about that. And Tim's been doing that forever.
Right.
So yeah. So I like this a lot, and but I really just love the presence. I mean, as far as like the way he's the size, the scope. I love the hands of your face. Good job. And Rogues Gallery. J&80. I should have known. He's always got good stuff. All right. So what do we got next here? This was a Keith Giffen. I didn't even know Keith Giffen ever even did anything.
Right? I saw this page. I thought the exact same thing. I was like, Giffen?
Right. I mean, I was shocked. And, but I just, to me, it has a very Keith Giffen feel to it, especially in the characters. I mean, the way he's drawing the faces and stuff. But I just really like this page. I mean,
packed with characters too. I mean,
this middle panel,
unicorn, I think. Yeah, Wonder Man's in there. Vision, Yellow Jacket. Like, yeah,
it's cool. You get the little reflection in Iron Man's mask. I mean, I love this page. I mean, if I had seen this, I'd buy this page. If this was at Bashar's table at OAX, I would have bought it. I love it that much.
It's terrific.
Really, Steve, and again, I didn't even check whose calf gallery. It's Steve Lawrence's calf gallery. Man, that guy, he's getting all the good stuff.
That checks out.
Yeah, but boy.
Yeah, Marcus is right. This is like a Legion page. Like the compositions, That's
funny. I didn't even think of it like that, but now that you said it, you're absolutely right, Marcus. Yeah, I love this thing. I mean, I would buy this over and over again if I saw it. It's just that good. And again, never knew that Giffen did anything on Avengers. I mean, I wonder if it's just this one issue. But wow, yeah, this is great. Congrats to Steve. Another wonderful piece. So then I didn't even realize this is Bob Budiansky and Danny Bulinati.
There's a combo.
That is a tough one. I actually picked this one just for the composition. It's what is this from Submariner 2, probably one of the later volumes, of course. I just thought it was fun. The way he's using the water to kind of separate to do the panel breaks, the character, to do that too. I know I kind of pick a page like this every 3 or 4 episodes, but this is mine for this one. I thought it was really well constructed. I mean that, it's yeah. I don't know. I like it a lot.
It's period perfect, basically. If you're a Budiansky fan, like this is your bread and butter.
Yeah. Bob Budiansky. It's in Mickey's calf gallery. Who mentioned Bob's name to me? Oh, I would think Casper said something about him to me today.
I think I remember Will Gabrielle going to water about how good Budiansky was on an old episode of the CAF update.
I think you might be right. Now that you mentioned it, I do think I remember that. This is pretty good. All right, I'm liking it more and more. But yeah, I think it's great. Mickey, of course, just keeps adding more and more to his calf gallery. What do we got? Nice Budiansky. Okay, thank you, Marcus. This one, Graham Nolan, Barretto inks on this one. I thought, I love the composition. I picked this one mainly for this, this.
That is cool.
Effectively, almost a peace symbol, panel layout. I'd never seen anything like it, and dumping Bane in there, in the lower of the 3. I just thought this was cool. I mean, who would ever even try to do something like that and make it work? And yet, I thought it worked pretty well. Overall.
Well, and really, the pitched middle panel highlights kind of Bane's size, right? That's pretty clever.
Yeah, and and it's fun too. I mean, it's there's Batman watching the scene, there's them watching Batman watching the scene, and then you get So I just I could not pick this page because I just never seen anything like it before. So congrats to Mark W. Who where's Mark W? He's in Germany. So you got a good one here, man. Again, a page unlike I've ever seen before as far as composition.
That's great.
4 more here to go. Simon Bisley. Whose calf gallery was this? Well, I think
Michael Senazaqua.
Senazaqua. How do you got that?
I think we've talked about him before.
I feel like I've seen his name before, but
Michael. I almost picked this too.
I mean, how could you? I mean, why didn't you? Because it's this is it's incredible. I mean, I love the way he's handling all the glass, where the cans and stuff in the front. Just simple lines. But he's putting in the details just where he needs it. I mean, because Lobo, he could have done Lobo heavily rendered, right? But he only
Mhm.
chose to do his his head and his arm, and the rest of it's almost treated in a similar fashion to the glassware and stuff around him, to the background behind him. I mean, he's trying to be as minimal as he can and
Yep.
just giving us detail right where we need it. And
Well, and this was almost like a stylistic choice of his, I feel like, at the time. So he did this for a little bit where, and even on covers where you would see there were things that were just like kind of reduced to graphical elements. You could still basically tell what they were, even in his paintings, but then there would be sections of it that were like really dialed in and kind of like what we associated with him early on. Where it was like gnarly looking and veins and hair and, all the striations and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know if this was a function of like making deadlines, if this was like it, but there was a period where like this was kind of, what he was doing. And this is a great example of it.
at all. I mean, I just noticed that the guy's legs are cut off.
Yeah.
The left there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty slick. But anyways, this is a great piece. So I think I might like on this one. So congrats to Mr. I want to say it, Senzakwa.
Mhm.
That is fantastic. I use this one on the for the cover image for the show. I just thought it was cool. I mean, I like, I'm not a big Star Wars fan, but I always like, this was a good moment in the series for sure.
Mhm.
And then I think I read through the description. Yeah. That another collector helped him do an overlay to get it just like it was in the book, because if you look at the overlay art,
Yeah.
it's solid.
Oh,
and it's
cool.
it's Sprouse, right? Yeah. So
Yeah.
just reading the story about it, it was like, one collector helping another. We know Mikhail, is good at doing overlays and things. And it wasn't Mikhail that helped him get the overlay to be right, like this one. But I don't know. I just like it when collectors work together, and then it's on a great piece that looks pretty much like spot on to all the technology that you would want. So I
That
think
was the best thing about Sprouse on these Star Wars books in my mind, was that he could nail the, the environments and the tech and all that stuff so perfectly.
yeah. This is Carl Story Inks, I'm guessing, because I see the KS there.
Yep.
But yeah, no, it's awesome. Anyway, so good piece here. And again, where are we at? Oh, it's in DJ's Calf Gallery. Congrats, DJ. This is a good one. Let's see. We got two more. And this one, I wish I had a bigger scan. Quesada and Danny Mickey from Daredevil. I'm not familiar with story. Daredevil Father #1. I could love it for lots of different reasons, but I love it for all the shadows in this. I mean, just the way he's handling the shadow above this, the window frame here, up the side of the building, the shadow on Daredevil there, this huge shadows cast on the wall over here with him walking over here in silhouette. I mean, going through the window, it's great storytelling. And I mean, I wish this game was bigger, because I look at it and I don't think Quesada, initially. That's the thing that I guess I was most disappointed by looking at it, because I'd like to think there's a bit more detail, in Daredevil here.
This was like a heavy, like a high contrast book, and I kind of remember it being a little more sparse, like stylistically from him. So maybe not. I mean, that bottom right panel is much more like, Quesada-esque in my mind.
Yeah.
But I think he was like trying to do something. It was a little Miller-ish.
Well, I like it. And
Yeah.
Andre Azzori, another Italian, but 2 in a row. Good. No, this is great. I may have to go check out the book. And I have to tell everybody, I actually went to 2 comic book shops when I was in Columbus. When I was bored, I was like, and my mom and my aunt went with me.
Just like the old days, probably, huh?
It kind of was very embarrassing. Mom's like, "Do you know who this is?" She's pointing at me. I'm like, Mom, get out of here. I'm like, no, these guys don't. Nobody in a comic shop knows anything about comic art fans. But I was able to talk with them about
comic art.
Yes, exactly. I looked around. Neither place had any comic art on the walls at all. Well, no, I can't say that. first shop I went into had a Ken Hazer sketch cover on the back
Oh.
wall. I didn't ask him about it, how they got
Hmm.
it, but I know Ken's signature when I see it, and and his art fairly well, but his signature stands out to me. And so yeah, I did see one piece of original art when I was
Okay.
in Columbus. But anyways, great pick here. And finally, what did I? Oh, that's right, the Steve Lytle.
Oh, Lytle.
Yeah, this was the cover work. I love Lytle, and
Me too.
and then this one, the composition just makes me smile. I love it. I mean, he's handling Wonder Woman in a kind of a very fun, playful way. I mean, the anatomy doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, but I think it's just awesome. I love
It's pure Lytle. I mean,
it
like
is.
like if you know his work at all, you see like the arcing lightning bolts. Like this has so many like Lytle-isms in it. I love it.
Agreed. Yeah, I think it's fantastic. I mean, I would own this piece. Well, they covered up the cover with a bunch of stuff, but that's too bad. So this is in Ted Latner's calf gallery, but yeah, this is awesome. Doggone it. Look at it. I love Lytle's signature. Well, you can't go
Yeah.
wrong with this one. So Ted did a good job. Absolutely. When
Can
he
you
saw,
click on? Did he draw the little cameos too? The little insets.
yeah, it looks like he did. I didn't
Cool.
realize.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah, let me see now. I have to look.
Oh, you know what? I had this issue. Now that I see it in color, I totally remember it.
98. Wow. Hard to imagine. But yeah, that's fantastic. So yeah, Ted is a lucky man to be the owner of that one.
Very cool. I prefer it this way too. Like having the cameos like on another page makes this a much purer image.
Definitely. Oh, all right, man. Well, we did it. We got our picks in. We did it in Elliot. It's not even 11:30 for me.
Nice.
All right, man. Listen, I'm glad you had a good week off.
Mhm.
And it's always good to have you back here. We'll have to I have a feeling there's going to be a lot more artwork to look at this week. I think the Memorial Weekend made it, it was a little bit sparse. We actually dipped underneath like underneath 7,000 artworks added within a 30-day period over that 5-day window of the holiday.
Oh,
Which I
okay.
always never see. It's always usually 7,200 and up, but it actually dropped down to like 68 or 6850 or something like that. So I know there was less artwork going there.
Well, Jiggy threatened to show my my mystery sketch on Saturday, so maybe I'll have to tune in for that.
All right, cool. Well, then you should. I think. Well, then must be one of the oversized pieces then, because I think that's
Ooh.
exactly.
All right.
All right, man. Well, listen, always fun, and I'll see you in a week, and
Sounds good.
enjoy your time off.
Night, everybody.
All righty. So yeah, we got done in under 2.5 hours. I like that. This is where we. I've always wanted to keep these shows not at the 3-hour window. 2.5 is much better because we all can actually kind of ease into the rest of our evening. But yeah, so I think we've got a lot of stuff going on here, and hopefully I'll have some like some interesting things to talk about more with the app next week. There's a few things that we're going to be working with our programmer Andy with. A couple things we've been talking about that I think we're finally going to start implementing. But yeah, there you go. Casper says get back to work. Yeah, and I do have a lot of work to do before tomorrow. So listen, you guys enjoy yourselves. Again, I've got 2 shows on Saturday. Definitely 2:00. Jamal Igle would be doing. I've never had him on the channel before, so I'm really looking forward to speaking with him. I think I've always enjoyed his work, so it'll be a lot of DC stuff we're looking at, but that's all right. We get to meet the man and know a little bit about him, and then pick some artwork up from him. And then again, 9:00 on Saturday evening, I'll have Jiggy on. I don't know if any of the team will show up as well, but we'll do an unboxing for the last shipment. And as you can imagine, we're going to be packing like nuts here for the next 2 or 3 days to get all of this artwork in the mail by Monday. So enjoy your weekend. I hope to see you on Saturday, and